All right, now we are ready to go here tonight. The I-69 series continues here with the first of 11 meetings between the Komets and the Indy Fuel. As we are paying tribute to our military here tonight. It is Military Appreciation Weekend, and it's all brought to you by Big City Cars. Komets wearing specially military-themed jerseys as this weekend just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And we still have the jersey auction going on tonight, and all those proceeds will be going to benefit Northeast Indiana honor flights. And we'll have Dennis Covert up here during the first intermission to talk a little bit about Northeast Indiana honor flight as we are getting our ceremonial puck drops here tonight for the Komets and Indy. If you're just joining us, here are the starters for the Komets. We've got Jason Binkley and Bryson Martin patrolling the blue line. Sean Sidlowski, Matt Bowtons, and A.J. Jenks, who had a goal last night, he will be starting as well. As we got Matthew Villalta back in between the pipes for the Komets. It'll be his third start as a Komet. Last weekend, he went 1-0-1 with that one loss in overtime to Jacksonville. As the Komets played one of the other Florida teams last night and got the win 4-2 over the Florida Everblades. Tomorrow, the Komets will travel to Toledo for their first trip to the Huntington Center. As Toledo, they are launching their home schedule tonight. Their first home game didn't come until the month of November, and the Florida Everblades, they move over to Toledo to play the Walleye tonight. But Komets have got to take care of business here tonight against the Indy Fuel. Over the last 5 years, it hasn't been much of a rivalry. The Komets 27 victories to 10 defeats and 3 overtime losses. And here we go for game number 1 this year between these two great rivals.
And one of the strengths of the Fuel is this year they've outscored their opponents 11-3 in the first period, which is a Komets strength. They've been a very powerful team at the start. So very interesting first period. If they both go on the offense, we may see a bunch of goals early in this first period. Test the goaltenders quickly. Ready to go.
Charles Williams in between the pipes for Indy tonight. Getting his first start here in Fort Wayne. He was in Manchester last year, and we've already
right off the bat.
That's a nice sign to see. Could be a rough one here tonight.
Yeah,
players already
teams
talking.
Jinx line out there right now.
And here we go. It was Matt Bowtons in the middle of that as the puck goes all the way in to the Komet zone. Just underway here at the Coliseum as the puck comes up to the blue line. McIntyre will take a shot for Indy. It is going to be deflected, but it's going to be scooped up by the Fuel up along that far side. It's Graham Knott. He goes down into the corner. Knott tries to feed it forward up along the wall. Bowtons gotten his way. Now Jenks comes in trying to fish it off the stick, and he does, and he wheels it over to Jason Binkley. Binkley pops it off the wall. It goes onto the right side. Here is Sean Sidlowski. Pass to forward is going to be blocked down, and now into the Indy zone. Fuel with the puck in their own end. Tim Shoup will put it into the Komet zone onto the near side boards. Komets get it back, and it's Bryson Martin. Martin will grab the red line. He'll toss it into the right side of Charles Williams. It goes off the end wall. And back come the Fuel on the left side. Krushelnyski could handle a pass. Goes all the way down. That'll be an icing call on Indy, and that is our first one of the night. And that is a Just Cream Ice Cream Boutique icing call. Never settle for just one scoop at Just Cream Ice Cream Boutique.
Yeah, both teams into their second shift right now. Face-off coming back into the Indy Fuel zone for the first face-off there. So getting their draw right now.
Face-off will be to the right of Williams in the Indy zone. Here's the shot. It's going to go wide, deflected, and going into the corner. Up top it goes, now into the neutral zone. Komets spank it off the wall. Brady Shaw will move it forward. Onto the near side, two Komets collide, and they lose the puck. And now going back for it is Carl Elmire for the Fuel. He'll come forward with it. He's going to dip it into the Komet zone now. Bearing in on Villalta, no shot as he comes up top of the circle. Now here's a drive that is blocked down, doesn't get
rebound,
through. Second opportunity is going to clear the zone. Now it's going to get out, and Indy possesses the puck. Ryzek will get it into the Komet zone. The Komets get it back. Now they cough it up at the blue line. St-Amant couldn't handle a pass, but the Komets, no damage there. They're able to flip it back into the Indy zone. Komets get a line change. Fuel with the puck. No score here in the first period. As it's going to be dipped into the Komet zone. Going to come down here on the corner on the near side in the Komet zone. And it will be Marcus Phillips getting it out of there. He moves it ahead, and here comes St-Amant on the right side. He'll
get it, guys.
Off the end wall. Komets will chase after it, and it's going to be taken away by the Fuel. It's Coughlin with it. Gets it to the blue line, but not out. The Komets get it back up along the near side wall. Now the Komets trying to work it up top to the blue line. And it's Stephen Bayless with the puck. Bayless on the right side. He lost it, and now back comes the Indy Fuel. Shoop will toss it in. Villalta will glove it down, and he'll leave it behind the net. So far, no shots on goal for either team as it goes up along the far side. Now it's moved forward. It's going to be tipped, and it's going to go all the way down into the Indy zone. This will be an icing on the Komets, and we'll go down into the Komet zone. Actually, I take that back. They've given Indy a official shot on goal, so 1-0 on the shot clock, but no scoring.
Yeah, Villalta made the save on it. He got it on the stick glove and deflected it wide. Created a bit of a scramble in front. The Komets got to be careful be able to help out and clear the front of that net quickly.
Face off going to the right now, Villalta. And the puck comes up to the blue line. Indy with it. Tebow goes downstairs below the goal line. Mason Bergh down there for the Komets, hacking away at it. Marcus Phillips there as well. Peels up along the near side. Tebow gives it a jab, comes up to the blue line, and the Komets get it out onto the near side. One arm back into the Indy zone, but the Komets can't get anything cooking. As Alex Brooks will take it. Brooks on the right side for Indy. Puts it over into the glass. It'll be tipped, so no penalty there. Goes up in the seats, and we got a face-off coming up.
Łyszczarczyk back in the lineup tonight. He did not play last night, but he's back in the lineup tonight, so using his speed against two big wingers out there.
Brett McKenzie, Brad Morrison, Chase Stewart, Matt Broussard, Kyle Haas, Olivier Gallipeau, and Brad Ross all out for tonight's game. As you see that roster size for the Komets, Coach Ben Boudreau trying to get everybody some ice time this weekend. As the puck comes into the Komet zone after the face-off, Jason Binkley's got it. And it goes up along the far side. Bowdens will tip it into the Indy zone. And the Fuel go back in their own end. Josh McCardle handles the puck back behind Williams. He'll send it over on the right side. Now a touch pass comes out to the center ice logo. Now on the far side, it'll be Bryson Martin. He tries to play it back in the Indy zone. Now it's going to go back into the Komet end as Indy was offside. Now the Komets will gather it up. They'll start fresh from their own end. Pass forward, going to be intercepted by Indy. They'll come across the line with it. Now it's going to roll down to Villalta. He'll just put it in his pocket. He will get a whistle playing it safe.
Yeah, Indy's trying to pressure the Komet defense a little bit. Villalta sees it, holds on. He'll get the face off. The whistle will come outside the zone.
16:29 to go, first period. No score. Komets without a shot on net so far. Face-off far, face-off dot near the Komet bench in the neutral zone. And the drop, and it goes to Indy. Ryzak on the left side. Tossed into the Komet zone, wheeled all the way around, and that's going to go up along the far boards.
Offside. Going to take it back into the Indy zone. We played almost 4 minutes, 3.5. Face off back in Indy zone. Komets in Toledo tomorrow, 5:15 on the air. Get ready. That'd be a big one.
Toledo having their home opener tonight against Florida. Komets right now in first place in the Central Division, a point up on Toledo, but they've played 2 more games. As we get a missed drop in the Indy zone, we will do it again. Well, it has on the sheet here that Gallipeau was a scratch, but he's not, as we see him out on the ice. So that's a little bit of a misstep there on the roster. Puck comes up, and it's Pachal dropping it back to Shaw. Here's a shot, doesn't get through.
Again.
And now they send it forward. Had a man breaking in and getting behind the D, but now Indy, they'll possess it. They'll come across the line. The Komets throw it back the other way. Shoop back in his own end. Sends it up along the near side wall, now into the Komet zone. And now off the wall. St-Amant trying to catch up to it. Now he gets it to Brady Shaw. Shaw on the far side. He's met there by Shoop as he crosses into Indy territory. Going down into the corner. Now it's fed forward to McIntyre. His pass goes up along the right side.
Going to be a penalty.
Doherty. And now we have got an injured Fuel up along the far side. And the Komets are going to go to the box. Let's see what the call is.
He caught the defenseman just with a little clip along the knees. And interference or kneeing, but it looks like probably interference.
And it's Gallipeau going off. Yeah. And it's Doherty, the injured player, going off, and he needs some help.
Yeah, he's favoring his knee right now.
So we check out the replay. Gallipeau just tried to get his hip into Doherty, but got a little too much of the knee.
Yeah, Doherty went around him.
Olivier Gallipeau, 2 minutes tripping.
Tripping, they call it.
4 minutes, 17 seconds.
That's a polite way, but I think he got a skate clipped into his knee there, and that flipped him over, and it's either his groin or his knee, but he's gone down into the dressing room. And the face-off will be in the Comet zone as they will have to kill off a power play here.
Indy on the power play this year, 7 goals on 23 chances. They rank 3rd in the league. And here's the puck drop. Komets still without a shot on goal. And the Komets penalty killers does a nice job. They send it all the way down to Charles Williams, who will stop it. And now Indy, they will start up fresh from their own zone on the power play. Youts goes back behind the net. And now he will dribble the puck forward, gains his own blue line, now drops it back. Krushelnyski, now he'll carry it across the line on the left side. It's going to be tossed in, rimmed around. Oh, now it's going to go right to Villalta. Goes off the side of the net, and he's able to cover it up.
Yeah, a bit of a weird bounce off the boards. Came right to Villalta down in his pad area against the post. He was able to squeeze it and get the whistle. That'll give the Komets a chance to change their line, get ready for an important face-off in the Komet zone right now.
Face off to the right of Matt Villalta.
Bergh going to take the draw.
And the puck comes all the way up top to the blue line on the left side. McIntyre dips it into the corner. Here's a shot, and that is going to go wide. And now onto the corner, and the Komets clear the zone.
Komet defense out-muscled it to Indy forward, fired it down the ice.
Williams will stop it, and he will leave it for Alex Brooks. Brooks sends it forward on the right side. Indy will gain the Komet zone. Poke checked away. Komets pick it up.
Bergh again breaking down.
Coming across the line, shorthanded. Bergh drops it back to the blue line. Nobody there. And it comes along the near side, but look at Bergh getting it back. Good hustle there by the rookie. And the Komets possess it in their own zone. And they'll send it all the way down. It's going to go off the end glass. Skips over the stick of Williams, but the Fuel will retain possession. Here's Brooks. Brooks has Bayless on him, gets it over to McIntyre. Now it's kicked away by Sean Sadlowski, but goes back to Williams. Williams will play it himself, gets it to Brooks, and Brooks retreats back. Now he goes up along the left-hand wall, drops it back, and the Fuel now will enter the Komet zone. On the left side, Elmire into the corner, tries to feather it in front. Now it's going to go wide, and up along the far side on a 25 seconds to go on the power play, and the Komets get it loose. Komets busting it down the ice here, shorthanded. Across the line they come. And it's Jason Binkley. Goes backwards with it. And we're down to 13 seconds to go in the power play.
I'm going to kill this one off. Good job.
So excellent
no shots
job
on goals.
Gallipo still in the box for another 5 seconds. Now it's going to be sent down to Williams, who will stop the puck. And that will do it.
All even, 5-on-5.
So the Komets here got to get some offense going. No shots on goal so far, and here's Jermaine Loewen. Loewen pops off the bench. He'll dump it off the wall. Komets will chase after it, and the Komets have it. Bowden's up top of the blue line. Here's a shot. It's blocked. Does not get through. Now Indy with the puck comes up along the left side. Cross-ring pass. Krushelnyski will bring it down. He tries to center it. It's broken up. Now the Komets got something cooking if they hustle. Here is Jenks. Jenks will come across the line. He gets stood up at the blue line. Sends it down low into the corner. Jenks goes in back below the goal line. Back behind the net. Krushelnyski is there. And he goes along the far side. To the blue line we go. Here is Bayless with a shot. Low right there. Shot. Right there. Oh, just goes by. Jenks is there. He couldn't pop it home. Right out in front. A centering pass is now that's going to go up in the seats, and this should be a penalty.
Oh, here we go.
And now Jermaine Loewen. He is going to drop the gloves, maybe. He's pushing with Tebow, and they don't drop it. The linesmen quickly break it up.
They're still jabbing at each other.
So Jermaine Loewen had the best scoring chance of the game so far as Williams left a rebound, and Jenks couldn't reach it. It was laying right there in the blue paints. But
yes, the shot came from the point. The goaltender let a rebound go. Loewen was right there. He had a good chance to get a good shot on net, which the goaltender made the save on. Then Jenks was at the side of the net, a bit of a bag angle. Couldn't get it up quick enough as he was in too tight, and it went out of the net. But good action by the Komets. They get their first shot on goal.
We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Hello, this is head coach Ben Boudreau. I'm the guy responsible when your Komets are in need of repair, new parts, or maybe just a quick inspection. When it comes to vehicles, I turn to the pros at Ace Radiator on Coliseum Boulevard in Fort Wayne. Ace Radiator has spent decades keeping Fort Wayne rolling with time-tested service and repair. Ace's certified technicians have more than 80 years of experience providing expert sales and service for radiators, heaters, coolers, and air conditioners. Sometimes you just have to make the call. 800-288-7964. That's Ace Radiator, 800-288-7964.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
So no penalty as Indy cleared it over the glass, but the linesman said it was tipped, so no penalty.
Outside the zone. Little jabbing and whacking and chopping there with two of them, but no penalties on it. Guys letting them play hockey. Good for him.
Stay 5-on-5 here. No score. 12:55 to go in the first period. McIntyre controls the puck for Indy. He'll get it into the Komet zone up along the wall. And going after it. Komets goes down to the corner. Pachal on the near side. And it gets loose. The Komets pick it up off the glass and now out of the zone. McCardle goes back for Indy. Now played forward all the way into the Komet zone. No icing on this play. As we go below the goal line. Now pinched up along the far side. Here's Gallipo. Gallipo will hand it off onto the right side. Pachal gets it to Tyler Ross. And Ross couldn't handle the pass. And now bouncing puck over onto the far side. Komets with it. They flip it into the zone. Komets will chase after it, but the first one down there is Josh McCardle. McCardle swings it up top. Here
Point
is
shot.
the shot. It goes wide of the net. Pachal with a chance. Now into the corner. Back up top. Pachal again with a rip.
Another
Save
shot
it.
from the point.
Puck
Rebound
is
again.
loose, and it just goes wide.
Shaw
Brady
missed
Shaw got it behind the goaltender. Now this is going to skip down. Shaw tries to get it in.
Net
Now
got
the
knocked.
net is dislodged, and the play will end.
Yeah, Shaw was all over him. He had one good shot, then he tried to get the rebound. As he went in on the goaltender, the net got banged, and it came right off the mooring. That created the whistle. But Komets, again, good forechecking, going for the net there. A lot of hustle on the Komets side.
And Brady Shaw is going to be seeing that one again as he had it behind the goaltender. He just missed it wide. And the Komets, two good scoring chances after not getting much in the first 8 minutes. Now the offense come to life here.
3 shots. Face-off will stay in the Indy zone. Fresh line on the ice.
No score in this one, but the Komets are now buzzing.
And Shaw still out there.
Nice off to the right of Charles Williams. Here's the puck drop, goes into the corner. Now below the goal line. Tim Shoup on the left side. Cannot clear it into the corner. Here's Brady Shaw. Shaw goes back behind the net. Tosses it out in front, but it's intercepted. Matt Thompson up along the near side for Indy. Banks it off the wall. And the puck is going to dance into the Komet zone. Up along the wall. Jason Binkley wheels it around, trying to catch Brady Shaw in stride. Cannot do it. And it's going to be tipped down low, back behind the line. Into the corner. Now back underneath it will be Bergh. Digging it out for the Komets. Bergh will drop it back. Binkley ahead. Goes off the stick of St-Amant. Now they come in. Shot. Score!
Yep.
Mason Bergh.
Yeah. Shaw will get an assist on it, and St-Amant will get an assist on it. They both redirected the puck, and they finally tabled it over the defense. And Bergh cut right in behind them all. Bit of a breakaway, walked in, had the goalie, went top shelf on him, and they get the first goal on the board.
And
Bergh will get the goal.
Mason Bergh got behind the D. Nobody saw him. And Mason Bergh, now that is 8 straight games with a point, 5 straight with a goal. And the Komets lead at 1-0 with 11:14 to go in the first period. Back out to center ice we go. Here's A.J. Jenks. And the puck is dropped, goes to Sean Sadlowski. He'll kick it over to Phillips. Now back on the right side. It's going to be put back in the Komet zone. Phillips with it. Phillips gives it a look. Cross rink pass, far side of the Komets. Started up with it. Tipped in there by Bowdens up along the far side. Can't control it. And now Indy with the puck. Feel with it as they officially gives the assist to Shaw and St-Amant on Bergh's goal. 1-0 Komets. Brooks ahead in the neutral zone. And now they come
Offside.
across. Crucial Niski coming in. And offside will be the call, so that shot will not count. 10:41 to go in the first. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Life is busy enough. And when you add finding a doctor, it can be overwhelming. Lutheran Health Network now makes it possible to find a doctor with just one phone call to 844-LHN-DOCS. One call lets you schedule an appointment with one of more than 50 primary care providers in our network. Just call 844-LHN-DOCS. Finding a doctor with just one call, that's life, powered by Lutheran. Lutheran Health Network includes physician-owned hospitals.
WOWO and WMEE HD2 Fort Wayne. on 1190 AM, 107.5 FM. Depend on it.
You're listening to Komet Hockey.
Bayless with a point-blank shot. Williams stuffs him, and the puck goes down into the Komet zone. Here's Phillips going to go up along the near side, and now Bayless will control it. Cross-ring pass goes behind Łyszczarczyk. He catches up to it. He throws it down into the Indy zone. Williams will stop it, and here's Shoop back behind the net. 1-0 Komets, just crossing the halfway point here in the first period. Shoop takes his time. He will hand it off to Ryzek. He'll put it into the Komet zone. It's going to go all the way down.
Back there.
And now sent up along the near side here in the Komet zone. Komets. St-Amant will move it up along the near side. Cross-ring pass. And the Komets coming down the ice. They cut across the line over onto the far side. Poked aside, but kept in. Brady Shaw kept it there. Now it goes up top, and it's tipped. And back the other way. It is Shoop. Dangles around one man, but the puck is going to roll harmlessly to Villalta, and he'll cover it.
Yeah, Villalta making sure he grabbed onto that. It's squirting around a little bit. The defense picked up everybody, gave him a chance to hold onto the puck, and they get the whistle. Line change. 6 shots by the Komets. Only 2 by Indy, and they got the first 2.
9:16 to go in the first. Face off to the left of Villalta. Komets in Toledo tomorrow, 5:15 start. You can hear that game right here on WoWo. Jenks will take the drop for the Komets. Jenks and Krushelnyski. And here's the drop. Jenks wins it. Gets it back to Martin. Plays it off the wall. Off the skate of Sean Sedlowski. Now Jenks will help him out. Now the Komets got something going here. Sedlowski coming across the line. Dangles around. He gets stood up. Taken off the puck. And now we go back behind the net. Sent up along the far side. And coming to the blue line. And now back into the Indy zone. Fuel with the puck in their own end. Brooks sips it over onto the right side. Kirker. He's got it. Or check that. That's Ben Youds. Goes along the far side. Now it's tapped
Dumped in
into the Komet zone. Komets get down there first. Here's Binkley. Binkley gets it tangled up. And now it's going to be sent all the way around. Spencer Watson on Binkley. And it's played into the corner. Indy with the puck in the Komet zone. Binkley now leaning into Watson. Back below the goal line. Watson skates right through it. Now he cuts in. Here's a shot and a save.
Villalta. Man walked out from behind the net, got a backhand. Villalta made his best save of the period right there. No rebound on it. Little pushing and shoving in front again.
Elmire and Bowdens, they exchange blows. McCardle in there as well. And the linesmen quickly break it up. So nothing doing there. We've only had 1 penalty tonight. It went on the Komets Gallipo for tripping. So Indy 0 for 1 on the power play.
Face-off will stay in the Komet zone.
1-0 Komets. 8:23 to go, first period. And the face-off to the left of Matt Villalta in the Komet zone. Graham Knott to take the face-off for the Fuel. And here's the drop. Łyszczarczyk in there for the Komets, and he wins it. Gets it to Marcus Phillips. He hits the lead man up along the near side. It's going to be Ross. Ross going to go down into the corner. He is met there by Ryzek. Now we've got a pile up down here on the near side corner in the Indy zone. And it's Shoop digging it out for Indy. Fuel coming back. Here's Graham Knott across the line. And
little collision at the blue line. Indy player fell over the blue line before the puck got there, forced the offside. Good play. It'd be 8 minutes to go in the period. And a face-off just outside the Komet zone again. Pretty close checking right now. Both these teams respecting each other and not letting anybody get away. Stay with the same line right now.
Knott will take
Ross
the face
over
off.
here on the right wing.
Łyszczarczyk in there for the Komets again. Łyszczarczyk wins it. Komets with the puck through the neutral zone. Pass goes behind Ross. He holds everybody up as he spins it off the boards, off the backhand, and into the Indy zone. Brooks has it for the Fuel. He skies it all the way off the scoreboard.
Yeah, he flipped it so high. Hit the scoreboard. That'll take it back into the Indy zone to face off.
So we go down in the Indy zone. Komet fans, if you follow the Komets on Twitter or Facebook, look for the Lancia Homes official game recap after each game. Then go to lanciahomes.com to start building your dream home today. Face off to the right of Williams. And we got Mason Bergh, who's got the only tally here tonight. He'll take the drop. Komets get there to the blue line. Here's a shot. Goes wide of the net. Brady Shaw picks it up. Shaw spins it around blindly, and it's intercepted. Now sent up to the blue line. Komets got a piece of it, but can't keep it in. Now back come the Fuel. They got something going. They come in front. Here's a shot on the score.
Wide men. Nobody picked them up. It came down the ice. It was innocent 2-on-2. One went wide. One went far wide. Defenseman did not pick him up. They threw it right through the goal crease. Open man on the far side whacks it in and ties it up.
We're tied at 1. 7:29 to go here in the first period.
12:34 that came at.
And it'll be Crucial Niski getting the goal for Indy. That's his third of the season. Komets need to regroup. Come out to center ice for the ensuing faceoff. And Jenks slaps it up along the near side wall. Going up along the near boards. Jenks will toss it in on Williams. He'll make the save. Goes to Brooks. And up along the far side, they get it caught up in the referee's skates. And the Komets back into the Indy zone, but can't do anything with it. And it comes back out. Pachal on the right side. We'll get it to McCardle. And now it'll be Thibault for Indy. Thibault in his own zone. On the left side to McIntyre. Into the Komet end. Sent all the way around into the corner. Indy will get a line change. And the Komets pick it up. Gallipo off the wall has Bowdens. Bowdens will give it right back to Gallipo, who'll come across the line. All the way down into the corner it goes. And the loose puck will go to Ryzek. Cross-spring pass has McIntyre. Now the Komets got to get back on D. McIntyre drops it off top of the right circle. Here's Crucial Niski. He's going to go back below the goal line. Sending up along the far side. Coming out. And the Komets clear it. And out to the center ice logo. Indy will push it back into the Komet zone. Villalta will stop it. And now Gallipo has it. Pitches it off the glass, and now back into the Toledo zone. Shoop ahead, puts it into the Komet end. Now it's going to skip, and that will hit the seats, and we will take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Ready for a new apartment? You don't have to look far. St. Joe Place has everything you could ever want in an apartment complex. Internet, cable, washer, and dryer. It's all included in your monthly rent. There's also a basketball court, an outdoor grilling area, pool, and hot tub, and the list goes on and on. St. Joe Place is leasing 2- and 4-bedroom apartments and now offering 3 bedrooms. Living at St. Joe Place Apartments, you'll quickly realize how great the staff and apartments really are. Call 444-3000 or visit stjoeplace.com. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
1-1, that's our score here in the first period. The Fuel will bring it into the Komet zone. They go up along the near side. Here's a shot towards the net. It goes wide. Coughlin with the chance. Now the Komets get it out. Long stretch pass will find its way into the Indy zone. Back up along the far side. St-Amant coming there trying to help out. Now Bryson Martin gets in on the act. And now it's tangled up along the far side. Elmire has got his skate on it. Pins it up against the glass.
No
Martin
whistle.
in there
Come
as
on,
well.
give us a whistle.
And now it gets loose.
Shaw.
It'll be
Jabbing
out.
at somebody.
The outs will get it out. And now back into the Komet zone. Villalta will stop it. And he'll leave it down low for Phillips. Phillips moves it ahead. Touch pass to St-Amant. Couldn't handle it. Now back the other way. Quickly, Komets got to get back on defense. Kirker across the line. Dropped it off to McIntyre up along the wall. McIntyre being worked down there by Gottlieb. It goes now behind the line up along the far side. Now they put it towards Villalta. Save made. Comes up to the blue line. Here's a shot. Save made again.
Save.
And Jenks is there. Jenks will send it ahead. That's going to go underneath the scoreboard. And now all the way down. Icing is the call. We'll have another face-off in the Komet zone. 4:59 to go here in the first period. 1-1 is the score. Mason Bergh has got the 1 goal for the Komets. He extends his point streak to 8 games and his goal streak to 5.
That came at the 8:46 mark of the first period. Indy came back at 12:31 and tied it up. Kruseniski. 4:59 to go in the period.
Face down to the left of Villalta in the Komet zone. Jenks in there, can't win it. Pops up top of the blue line. And now we go all the way Here on the near side corner in the Komet zone. Bowdens grabs it for the Komets, banks it off the wall. Bouncing puck goes off the leg of Tebow, but now he regroups and he sends it backwards to Alex Brooks. Brooks ahead to Krushelnyski across the line. Now he'll send it cross rink. Indy now goes down up along the near side. Phillips got in the way of the pass. They try and feed it up top of the blue line, and now it goes down low. Here's Matt Thompson with it. Thompson for Indy, trying to shake loose a defender. Comes up top of the blue line. Here is Tebow with a shot. That goes wide. Now we go down low into the corner. Tebow is there, centering play, and that's going to be picked off by Bowdens. Bowdens will get it off the wall. And now all the way down, Sean Sadlowski's got it. Sadlowski on the far side, and he'll send it back into his own zone. Komets looking to change things up here as Phillips handles the puck. Phillips rips it over on the far side, and will come across the line. Here is Jermaine Loewen. Loewen crunches his man off the puck. That was Matt Thompson who paid the price. Loewen now muscles it into the Indy zone, puts it out in front. Coming in, here's a shot save made by Williams. Loewen gave it a jab out of midair, and Williams got a piece of it with the blocker. Down into the corner. Loewen gets it to Łyszczarczyk. Now he sends it backwards, and now it's going to be tipped and out in the back into the Komet zone. Gottlieb to Pachal. He moves it forward quickly. Łyszczarczyk on the right side. Or check that, that's Ross. Ross will take a shot. Score! Jermaine Loewen gets his first goal as a Komet.
Yeah, he parked himself in front of the net there. Ross took the shot, and Loewen just got his stick on it, redirected it. Goaltender never had a chance. He stood right in front there.
Jermaine Loewen, the big guy from Jamaica, gets the goal, and it's 2-1 Komets. 3:30 to go in the first period. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
This is Scrap Chat with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find frank advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OMNIBUY, 855-666-4289.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
Martin makes it a 3-1 hockey game. A big rip from the far point goes top shelf, and the Komets, 2 straight goals give them a 2-goal cushion here in the first period.
Yeah, they put the pressure on him and went back to the point. The good shot for the point. It may have got deflected. If not, Martin with the shot for the point may get credit for it.
3-1 is our score as it comes up to Martin as we see the replay. Let's see if maybe Brady Shaw got a piece of that.
Yeah, there was 2 of them in front right there. It might have been St-Amant. St-Amant would have got
St-Amant, he may have tipped it as well. So we'll get the official word here from our PA announcer, Larry Schmidt. Komets get the goal. 3-1 is our score. Here's Jason Binkley coming ahead.
His second of the season, scored by number 70, Sean St-Amant.
St-Amant.
Assisting on the goal, number 4, Jason Binkley. And number 7, Bryson Martin. Time to go 16 minutes.
Binkley and Martin the assist, St-Amant the goal. And now Indy trying to answer. Here's a shot that goes wide of the net. And now pushed up along the near side here in the Komet zone. To the blue line we go. And it's going to be pushed up along the wall. Watson will hack it into the Komet zone. And the Komets move it forward onto the far side, but not out. Watson is there, but now Binkley got a skate on it. Bryson Martin is there now to Jenks. Shakes ahead up along the far side, coming to the center line. Bowdens up along the far boards, gets it across the line. Krushelnyski is there for Indy. He'll pump it off the glass. And now it's going to be back into the Indy zone. Down into the corner we go as we come up on 2 minutes to go here in the period. They send it ahead, and coming across Coughlin. Here's a drop back pass and a shot, and that will find the seats. And we'll take another break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Union Labor has been building Chevy and GMC pickup trucks for over 80 years. The UAW has been dedicated to building quality trucks at the GM Fort Wayne Assembly Plant for over 30 years. Your friends and neighbors in the UAW work every day to bring those quality trucks to your favorite dealerships. Visit your local Chevy or GMC dealer and drive the union-made quality that makes buying a full-size pickup truck such a great value. GMC and Chevy full-size pickup trucks built by the hardworking men and women of UAW Local 2209. Thanks to the UAW.
Komet Hockey Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
Komets come down here with just 1:46 to go in the first period. Łyszczarczyk will give it a whack. It goes to Loewen. Loewen back over to Łyszczarczyk along the far side. Oh, it's going to be tipped. And now it will be Indy with the puck. Banking it off the glass, but doesn't go very far. Here's Loewen with it. Loewen will zip it aside up along the near boards. Komets come across the line. Gottlieb dropping it over to Łyszczarczyk, but it's going to be poked away. And now going down into the corner. Bayless down there for the Komets. Bayless trying to get away from one defender. Goes out in front of the net. It's going to be tipped, and McCardle will get it out. And it's going to be sent in to the Indy zone. Sent all the way around, back behind the nets. Here's Villalta, and he'll get it to Phillips. Phillips ahead to St-Amant.
Last minute of the period.
And now his pass will come forward. Here's Bergh dropping it back. They'll come across the line. St-Amant on the right side. It got tipped up along the wall. St-Amant with it, going to go down into the corner. Now it comes up to the blue line, and the Fuel with it at the center line. Coughlin coming across. Will bank it off the wall. Gallipo back there for the Komets, and it goes into the corner. Gallipo will feed it up along the wall to Brady Shaw, and Shaw gets it out into the neutral zone. Pass comes forward, going to be tipped, and now Komets get it across the line. Onside here is St-Amant. Oh, we got a poke checked away. Łyszczarczyk with a nice play, and now all the way down. Villalta will move it ahead, has the lead man, and it is St-Amant. Going to come into the zone, and it's going to go down to the corner. And now it belongs to Indy. Ryzek will get it across onto the near side. Nice job there by Gallipo. Plays it off the glass, down to 6 seconds to go in the period. And now Indy with the puck on the left side. They try and enter the Komet zone, and that will do it.
That'll do it.
Well, we said this game might come down to who wins the first period, and right now the Komets have got the edge, 3-1.
Yeah, a little outburst there at the 16:30 mark and 16:50 mark. Loewen in front of the net, his first of the season, and St-Amant, his second of the season. A deflection from the shot from the point. Komets outshoot him 10-7, outscore him 3-1, and a pretty solid period by both teams. I thought the Komets carried the play and were a little more aggressive. We'll see if Indy can counteract to that going into the second period. Good period, 3-1 Komets.
Komets 3, Indy 1. We're going to the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show. You are listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Right now, I'm holding a perfectly ice-cold Coors Light. You know how I know it's the perfect temperature? Because the mountain on the can is blue. And also, it's really cold. Every Coors Light is cold filtered, cold lagered, and cold packaged. Notice how many times I said cold? 3 times. It's that cold. So make sure the mountain on your can of Coors Light is blue, because that means it's ready to enjoy. 2019 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
If you've been beat up after a tough night on the ice or a hard day at the office, locally owned Mattress Warehouse can score you a quality sleep at a comfortable price. With brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic, and Symbol, our experienced team will find you the comfort and support that will make you feel like a winner. Rush into one of our 3 Fort Wayne locations on North Coliseum Boulevard, Lima Road, or Illinois Road, or log on to mattresswarehousefw.com.
Mattress Warehouse. Sleep on it tonight.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an Auto Owners independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with Auto Owners Insurance.
For all your insurance needs, visit Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Family-owned Kaleidoscope Floors is Fort Wayne's local Stainmaster Flooring Center. They bring you the latest in flooring design trends and hottest styles that will make your home even more beautiful this spring. Carpeting, flooring, tile, rugs, backsplash, and more. It's all at Kaleidoscope Floors. Open 6 days a week, and now at their new larger location, 1610 West Cook Road, they have qualified specialists that are able to walk you through each part of the process to make it easy. Go to kaleidoscopefloors.net or visit them on Facebook and Twitter to start planning your new flooring today.
Napa know-how. Why should you buy a 99-cent Napa bag? Because it's no ordinary bag. It can save you 20% on 3 or more items you can fit inside. Some call that magic. Others say it's the 8th wonder of the world. But whatever it is, it's the best way to save you 20% on brakes, filters, wipers, and more. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
at participating Napa Auto Parts stores while supplies last. Minimum 3 items. Exclusions apply. Offer ends 10/31/19.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum. We are in the middle of the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show, and it is Military Appreciation Weekend. It is always a fun event, and this event just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And joining me back in the booth, it is Dennis Covert. And Dennis, do you have a rank now? I know we called you the Colonel last year.
No, you called me the Admiral.
The Admiral, okay.
I was in the Navy, yeah.
All right.
No colonels in the Navy.
All right. So Dennis Covert from Northeast Indiana Honor Flight. And now you just had one, but you got 2 coming up in the spring, right?
We do. April 29 is our next flight, and May 20th will be the next flight after that. So we're all confirmed with American Airlines and good to go with that. And I got to tell you, Big City Cars, this is the 3rd time they've done this with these jersey auctions here with the Comet hockey team. And the first 2, they raised a total of over $31,000 for us. And it kind of looks like we might have close to $20,000 here for this event. So Big City Cars and Comet Hockey are on their way to paying for one of these flights next year.
Oh, wow. And it's not cheap, folks. So we want to encourage anybody, if they don't get a jersey tonight, please give a donation. So where can anyone donate if they don't get a jersey tonight?
Well, they can send it to Honor Flight, Post Office Box 5, Huntertown, Indiana, 46748.
And you can, of course, got a website as well.
We do. It's hfnei.org. They can go there. They can make a donation that way.
And if you go to that website, please do, because you've got pictures of all the honor flights so far, right?
Right.
And you're in the 30s now, right?
34 was our last flight.
So next one will be 35. But when you go back and you can look at all of those pictures and just see how moving it is to see all of those veterans there and seeing all the monuments. And when a veteran wants to go on one of these, what exactly is the process?
Well, the first thing you need to do is submit an application, and that can be done online through our website, or you can go to the website and get a paper application, or you can just call me if they don't have a computer and they want to get it the old way in the mail. Call 260-633-0049, and I'll mail out an application. They fill it out, send it back, and we put them on the list.
And Dennis Covert is my guest from Honor Flight of Northeast Indiana. And now, you know what, the vets are older. We're not seeing too many of the World War II guys now, but how many of, say, Desert Storm guys are coming along on these?
Well, Desert Storm guys are going to be a long way down the line.
Okay.
We've got, right now, I could make a pretty good guess, we have 1,200 veterans on the waiting list, and over 1,000 of them are Vietnam veterans.
Wow.
So all those veterans are going to go before the Desert Shield, Desert Storm veterans, or Afghanistan veterans.
So that's how it goes. That's the priority.
The priority begins at World War II and works forward from there. When you served is what's the critical item.
Now, you were in Vietnam. Can you say a little bit about your service over there?
Well, I served 2 years aboard a heavy cruiser. I was over there in the coastal waters of Vietnam, and we did gunfire support and in and out of Da Nang Harbor a few times, and up and down, and mostly at the DMZ.
So you had a memorable experience, obviously, and obviously I'm sure you share a lot of stories with your fellow vets on these trips as well.
We do. This is some of the thing that's interesting is when we're in Washington, complete and total strangers will come up to the veterans, and they'll want to talk to them, pat them on the back, shake their hand, have their photograph taken with them, and it's just overwhelming to see the support that the American public gives to our veterans. And it all starts right here in Fort Wayne with Comet Hockey, Big City Cars, and Honor Flight. I don't think there's a better team arrangement than the 3 of us.
Now, there's a lot of honor flights. Obviously, it's throughout the country. It's not just Northeast Indiana. But now, when you go on these things, do you have a chance to brag a little bit? Say, hey, look what we're doing. Look at these jerseys.
I don't have much time to brag about anything on the trip. For me, it's a 23-hour day.
Right.
But we like to support the people here in Fort Wayne to support us.
And it's a wonderful, wonderful event. And if you ever get a chance, please go down. If you're not able able to volunteer, we know there's a long waiting list for that. But if you don't have a chance to volunteer, please go down to the Fort Wayne International Airport and greet these guys when they get off, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, Dennis Covert, thank you so much. And we'll keep an eye on those jersey bids throughout the night. Hopefully we're going to break a record. We broke a record last year. Let's do it again this year.
Thank you, Shane.
All right, thanks a lot, Dennis. We'll take a break. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
Let me tell you a thing or two about the people who don't compromise. They love Pepsi Zero Sugar. Why? Because it's got all the flavor and zero the sugar. How's that for not compromising? They're the sort of person that likes surf with their turf. And the drink with their feast? Yeah, they have a Pepsi Zero Sugar. The person who doesn't compromise loves a good golden doodle. All the golden retriever goodness with just a hint of doodle. And when they're bringing said golden doodle for a walk, they bring a Pepsi Zero Sugar. Pepsi Zero Sugar. All the flavor, zero the sugar.
Someday, you'll get your knee replaced. Someday, a new hip. Well, the good news is, someday is today. At Parkview Ortho Hospital, we want to help you get moving again. So we offer a full range of options for joint replacement, including the minimally invasive anterior hip, with the potential for less pain and a faster recovery. Personalized implants that are designed specifically for you and your own anatomy. And even outpatient joint replacement, meaning you can go home the very same day. If you're ready to reclaim your life, talk to the orthopedic hospital that more people in our region choose, and the one that consistently earns the highest ratings in patient satisfaction and quality. Parkview Ortho Hospital, because someday is today. Learn more at parkview.com/ortho. Parkview, we believe in better. Parkview Ortho Hospital is partially physician-owned.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum. We're in the middle of the first intermission, and what a first period it was for the Fort Wayne Komets. Off to another grand start. Komets score first, Mason Bergh at 8:46. And Mason Bergh, there is no hotter Komets as he gets another goal. That's 5 straight games with a goal, and now 8 straight games with a point. That was his 6th goal of the season. Sean St-Amant and Brady Shaw with the assist. Krushelnyski for Indy, he would answer at 12:31, his 3rd of the season. Matt Thompson with the assist. Then the Komets would get a pair to finish off the period. Jermaine Loewen, his 1st of the season at 16:30, as Tyler Ross got the assist with Pachal, and then it was Sean St-Amant, his 2nd of the season. So St-Amant has got a 2-point game going, and that was at 16:50. Jason Binkley and Bryson Martin helped him out on that one. Komets have yet to get a power play here tonight. Indy, they are 0 of 1. Charles Williams, the goaltender for Indy, has made 7 saves on the game, and Matt Villalta, he has also made 7 saves tonight. And our Huntington University shots on goal in the game, Indy had 8 and the Komets had 10. The only penalty in the period was Olivier Galipeau for tripping at 14:17. And that is a look at what has happened so far here tonight. It is 3-1 Komets. We'll take a break. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
Hi, this is Dr. Roger Pacino. Having trouble enjoying the holidays because of tooth pain? You know you need to do something, but maybe just don't know where to go. At Afdent, we've been taking care of your friends and neighbors' dental problems for over 40 years. Our team of doctors and dental professionals are devoted to patient-friendly dentistry. That means providing care at your convenience. We will get you comfortable and out of pain today, even without an appointment. If you're suffering from a dental emergency, we have an entire area dedicated to fast relief of dental pain. And you don't need dental insurance to get great care from us. At Afdent, we're the no insurance specialists. We offer many payment options, including 0% APR for those who qualify and in-house financing for those with less than perfect credit. Don't wait to take care of your dental pain. Call 1-800-TOOTHACHE or visit Afdent across from the Coliseum on Parnell.
Oh, Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has the winning values you've been looking for on all the new 2020 models, starting at only $34,000. Check out the all-new 2020 Jeep Gladiator, the only open-air pickup truck, or change lines to the Power Top, now available for the first time ever on Jeep Wrangler. The all-new 2020 Ram 1500 pickup with best-in-class fuel economy, with more power and guts than any other truck on the market. With its striking design and powerful standard
400 engine, this is one tough truck. For all your everyday work needs, we also have an awesome selection of our new line of commercial Pro Master vans. Come see the complete lineup of new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram trucks, all in one place. O'Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is proud to support the Komets and our community for over 40 years. O'Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Illinois Road next to Meyer or online at o'danielauto.com.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum, finishing up Military Appreciation Weekend. It has been a fun weekend so far. Komets got the win last night against the Florida Everblades, and now the Komets looking good against the Indy Fuel so far through the first 20 minutes of play. Komets will play one more road game this weekend, only the second road game of the season for the Komets so far, and we have got to go over to Toledo to take on the Walleye, who are playing their home opener tonight against last night's opponent, the Florida Everblades. The first Tip of Comet event is coming up pretty soon, Tuesday, November 12th from 6:30 to 8 o'clock at Doozy's Sports Bar and Grill on Washington Center Road, and that is in the Ramada Plaza. Now, all ages are invited to this, so everybody can come, and the Komets will all be there. The entire team will be there, and they will be serving as your waiters for the night, and all of the tips will go to charity. So come on out. It only happens twice a year, folks. You get the whole team there to yourselves. It's always a fun night. Doozy's Sports Bar and Grill, second year that Doozy's has hosted Tip of Comet. Again, that is coming up on Tuesday, November 12th from 6:30 to 8 o'clock. Now let's have a look at the Meyer out-of-town scoreboard tonight in the ECHL. We got a busy night of action here on this Saturday night. Got one game that has gone final. The Maine Mariners have defeated last year's Kelly Cup champs, the Newfoundland Growlers, by a score of 3-2. Kalamazoo Wings, they're up 4-2 on the Wheeling Nailers tonight in Kalamazoo. They're in the second period. The Reading Royals 2 and the Norfolk Admirals 1 in the second period. Also in the second period down in Greenville, South Carolina, we've got the Swamp Rabbits 2 and the Jacksonville Icemen 1. No score between the Adirondack Thunder and the Worcester Railers. They are finishing up the second period in Massachusetts tonight. And then over in Toledo, we've got a 1-1 game with 11:05 to go in the second period between the Everblades and the Walleye. Same score in Brampton, Ontario tonight. The Brampton Beast, they are hosting the Cincinnati Cyclones. 12:09 to go in the second period there. In Independence, Missouri tonight, we got Wichita. They're in town to take on the Mavericks. No score in the first period. Rapid City, they're up 1-0 early on the Allen Americans down in Texas tonight. 7:27 to go in the first. And then we have got one more game yet to get underway tonight. That is the Idaho Steelheads, and they are taking on the Utah Grizzlies. And that is a look at the Meyer out-of-town scoreboard. The Meyer app will learn all about you and your shopping preferences. The more you use it, enter your MPerks ID every time you check out. So the Komets in the Fuel, this is the first meeting of 11 between these two great rivals. And as I mentioned during the pregame, Komets have pretty much owned the Fuel since they entered the ECHL over the last 5 years. The Komets 27 wins against Indy, 27-10-3 to be exact. So the Komets looking to keep up their winning track here tonight against the Indy Fuel. And Komet fans, Napa Auto Parts is giving you a month full of winning deals to keep you safe on the roads during the winter. Stop into your local store and buy a two-pack of Night Vision Brilliant headlamps and get a pair of Proformer wiper blades for free. Because when you put safety first, your equipment shouldn't be second-rate. Napa Auto Parts is proud to be a part of the community and a proud sponsor of the Fort Wayne Komets. We will take a break. We have got the second period coming up. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Komet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186. About the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum.
Sports fans, Bet Indiana News has got you covered. Football, basketball, baseball, and more. Bet Indiana News is the sharpest source for the latest sports betting news from across the country and around the state. And always with an eye on the action, the favorites, the underdogs, the sharp money, and more. It's where you'll find all the sports betting info you want, all at one site. Visit betindiananews.com today.
This is Komets head coach Ben Boudreau inviting everyone to Texas Roadhouse before every Komets home game. Wear your favorite Komets jersey and get a free cactus blossom. And you can even sit in the famous Komets Corner. Texas Roadhouse is the home of award-winning steaks, fall-off-the-bone ribs, made-from-scratch sides, and unbelievable fresh-baked bread. Of course, Texas Roadhouse has plenty of ice-cold beer and legendary margaritas. Get to Texas Roadhouse with your Komets jersey before every Komets home game and get a free cactus blossom. Texas Roadhouse on Washington Center Road.
When you need an ER, where do you turn? At Lutheran Health Network, we are ER. We are here for you with 8 convenient hospital locations throughout the region. We are the only area ER with online check-in. Save your spot in line online. To learn more, visit lutheranhealth.net/weareer. Patients are seen in order of severity, therefore your spot may not be guaranteed. In case of a life-threatening emergency, call 911.
Komets Sons Funeral Homes have been serving Fort Wayne and area families since it was founded in 1925. Now a member of the Dignity Memorial Network, Macomb provides pre-planning, funeral planning, cremation, and memorialization services. Compassionate local care, the most meaningful services celebrating a life well lived, all provided at the best value. Macomb & Sons Funeral Homes, a Dignity Memorial provider.
Enjoy your backyard. Visit Knob Brick and Fireplaces to see a huge selection of paver and retaining wall systems for your home. While you're there, you can learn about the outdoor fireplace options that are available from Outdoor Lifestyles. And be sure to check out the showroom for the latest indoor models from Heatolator. Visit Knob Brick and Fireplaces at 4936 Knob Road or on the web at knobbrick.com. NOBDRICK.com. Knob Brick and Fireplaces, Fort Wayne's only locally owned real brick and mortar store.
And now, back to Komet Hockey.
Let's go. Period number 2. Shane Albarani and Robbie Irons here tonight. Komets, 3 goals in the first period. It's another nice start. Indy with 1. So that's our score, 3-1 as we set things up here from center ice at the Coliseum.
We outshoot them 10-7, so we need more shots in the second. Need a solid second as we did last night. Go get them.
Komets have been out shooting their opponents in every period this season. As the puck comes up along the near side, it will belong to Indy in their own end. Up along the far boards, and that will be Shoop. Shoop back to Isaac, and now Shoop will send it ahead. Tipped into the Komet zone, and into the corner. Jason Binkley. Binkley off the wall, comes between the legs of Bryson Martin. Now up top of the blue line. Pitched around the wall, and it's going to go into the corner. Now it's fed out to Bryson Martin.
Get it up.
Martin
Good play.
On the right boards. And Martin trying to put it in the corner, hit a skate. And now it's going to be punched into the neutral zone. Back into the Indy zone just for a moment, but the Fuel will get it out of there. There's Gallipo. Back in his own zone.
Sidlowski moving it up.
Gallipo stops it with his skate. Now end over end puck bouncing now to the center ice, and the Komets backwards. Now Indy doing a good job controlling the neutral zone here early on in this second period. And now Brady Shaw breaks it out. Shaw will come across the line, taking a shot, and Williams the save.
Yeah. Brady Shaw with a quick shot, got in there very quickly. Give and go pass right on the net. Goaltender Williams makes a nice glove save, but a good shot by Brady Shaw to break in quick as he did.
Shaw had a man on the left wing. He took the shot, and Williams snatched it right out of the air.
Face-off will stay in the Indy zone.
A little over a minute has passed here in the second. Komets still own the lead at 3-1. And here's the drop. Sent all the way up along the near side, down off the glass, and into the Komet zone. Here's Krushelnyski with a backhander. Save made. Rebound right out in front. And Villalta with the save.
Villalta right on it.
And it will be Brady Shaw coming ahead. Goes off the glove of St-Amant, and now back into the Indy zone. Lead pass comes along the near side. Here's Thompson. He moves it ahead. Oh, that's going to go all the way into the Komet zone. This will be an icing.
That'll take it back down the other end. Nice save, Villalta. There was a rebound on it, but he was in his position, stood his ground, made a nice save as he batted the puck away. defense come back and help them out.
Face off will be to the right of Williams in the Indy zone. And the puck comes into the corner. Spun off the glass. Komets haul it in. And that one will spin all the way into the Komet zone. Villalta will leave it for Max Gottlieb. Gottlieb ahead on the right side, looking for Ross. Comes under his stick.
Going to call it icing. I thought he touched it, but that'll bring it back down the other end.
And that is a Just Cream Ice Cream Boutique icing call. Never settle for just one scoop at Just Cream Ice Cream Boutique on DuPont Road.
Komets line will stay the same. Have to work on the draw here.
Both teams with two good scoring chances here in the second period, but so far got the same score, 3-1 Komets.
Łyszczarczyk going to take the draw. Get it back, guys.
Łyszczarczyk wins it. And up to Stephen Bayless on the left side. Bayless hits.
Even goal defense.
Marcus Phillips in stride. He'll flip it in to the zone. And it goes in front of the net. Coming up top of the blue line. Here's a shot. That is going to hit a leg and going to go up along the far side. Komets control it. Here is a pass trying to go to Bayless on the back door. It was tipped. Now up to the blue line. Cross ring pass. Gottlieb shot. It's going to be tipped wide.
Deflected in front again.
Back below the goal line. Komets fish it out. Now it goes to Williams. Oh, he picks it up in the last second.
Puck.
Oh, it's still loose. Oh, another save by Williams. Puck bouncing around.
Łyszczarczyk got it.
Score!
Somehow it got in.
Williams just could not control it. He had about 3 cracks at it. It was under his glove. It looked like twice, but he let it go.
Łyszczarczyk was the one that had the shot. Tried to get it up. The goaltender reached out. Williams got his glove on it, but he couldn't hold it. It laid there, and somebody whacked at it, and they finally got it behind him, and the red light went on. Komets on the board. We'll take it.
Now, the referee was right on it, so he never lost sight of it.
2:25 that came at.
And I think Ross is the one who's going to get it. As we see the replay here, Williams grabs for it, tries one at a time.
Like
and it was still loose right there. Another one. Williams caught it again. And now the third attempt finally goes in, and it was Ross.
Ross, yep.
Well, if you're Charles Williams, kind of feel bad about that one. You tried to corral it 3 times, just could not control it, and it finally crosses the line. Ross gets the goal.
Big one last night, second one tonight.
So it's 4-1 Komets. Łyszczarczyk will get the goal. Now Bryson Martin going to go back to the well, but it's taken off of his stick. And now Indy brings it across the line. Krushelnyski centers it. It's taken away by Sadlowski. And it goes into the corner. Back below the goal line. Sadlowski with it. Sadlowski avoids some action, and he goes right in front of his goaltender. Goes down the middle of the ice. Tipped by Shoop, and now back into the Indy zone. Now back into the Komet zone. That'll be an icing on Indy.
Yeah, they only give 1 assist on it, Łyszczarczyk. And Ross, of course, gets the goal, his second of the season. He got his first last night and a big goal that helped in the comeback against Florida. So it's got a little bit of a hot streak going. 2 goals in 2 games. Keep it going. Face off back into the Indy zone.
4-1 Komets here in the second period.
Bergh will take the draw. Get it back.
Bergh got the first one on the board tonight. Tries to go back to St-Amant. And St-Amant with it. St-Amant up along the near side, trying to go to Shaw. Now that's going to be sent back into the Komet zone. Gallipo. Lead pass will go to St-Amant off of his stick, and now back down to Williams. Williams will leave it there for Ben Youds. And Youds will send it over to Josh McArdle. Indy in their own zone here, banking it off the wall. It's Youds. Komets with the interception. Komets with it. Shaw trying to feed the puck forward, and he does. Now it goes back to Shaw. He'll send it behind the net. And Youds is there first for Indy. Youds in the corner. And over to McArdle. McArdle goes back below the goal line. Now it goes into the corner.
Forechecking Komets.
And it's played up along the near side. Komets with it up top to the blue line.
Point shot.
There is a shot. That's going to be tipped, and it's going to go out of play.
Yep. Good check by the Komets. They're able to dig it out. Bergh got in there. He had Shaw in front. St-Amant were ready to go, and they got it back to the point, but it got deflected up over the glass. But the good forechecking resulted in the shot on goal.
Face-off will go to the left of Williams. Łyszczarczyk will take the puck. Łyszczarczyk and not wins it. Makes it off the glass and all the way down. This will be an icing on Indy.
That'll bring it back.
So we'll have to do it again. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Comet Hockey on Whoa.
Trust the doctors that IPFW Athletics and the Fort Wayne Komets trust. Aaron Chiropractic is well known for providing quality yet cost-effective care for sports injuries, muscle, and joint problems. They're one of the only clinics in the region to provide its patients with pain relief utilizing numerous therapies, including acupuncture, massage, and rehabilitation. Aaron Chiropractic is conveniently located in Northeast Fort Wayne. Find us on the web at aaronchiro.com or call 492-8811 to schedule an appointment.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
Ross has the puck in the Indy zone. It goes back below the goal line. And the Komets control it up along the wall to the point. Gottlieb with a shot. That's going to be tipped wide. It goes into the corner. Here's Ross. Ross up along the far side trying to go to Łyszczarczyk. Youd's got in his way. And the Fuel will clear the zone. All the way down it goes. Here is Gottlieb. Gottlieb up along the near side. And Gottlieb will send it forward looking for Sadlowski under his stick. And this will be an icing.
Pass. That'll be icing. Bring it back.
Not quite 5 minutes done here in the second period. Now both teams swapping the icing calls. And down we go into the Comet zone to the left of Villalta.
Komets forcing the play, creating the offsides and icing plays. And Indy's trying to dump it out of their own to get the pressure off. But good fortune by the Komets right now.
Łyszczarczyk will take the drop. Tied up on the dot for a moment. Now it gets loose. Komets push it off the glass. And now up along the near side. And now all the way into the Indy zone. Indy will move it ahead into the neutral zone. Now across the line. Here's Watson. Watson goes, taking a shot. Save made by Villalta. Got the paddle of the stick on it. Now up along the near side. Chopped at by Bowden's. Puck is going to come to the center line. And now back the other way. Indy with the puck onto the near boards. Ryzek will get it across the line, but offside will be the call on Indy as Kruslenitsky
little bumping and banging on the boards. Face-off will come outside.
Comet fans rush into one of Mattress Warehouse's 3 Fort Wayne locations on North Coliseum Boulevard, Lima Road, or Illinois Road, or at mattresswarehousefw.com. Mattress Warehouse, sleep on it tonight. Face-off will be just outside of the Comet blue line. Coffin will take the face-off with Jenks. Now the linesman gives a little explanation there to Coughlin. Now the fans are getting into it, and now Coughlin's going to get kicked out. Now here's the drop. It goes into the neutral zone. Youds goes back for it. Tipped all the way into the Comet zone. And back goes Bryson Martin. Martin wheels up along the near side. Chopped at. Komets keep it in. Bowden's up along the wall. Bowden's keeps it trapped down there with his stick. And now it gets loose to Binkley. Now back over to Martin. Martin, backhander, trying to go up along the far side wall. The play was disrupted. And now it gets loose in the Komets.
Get it up.
Could have a 2-on-1, but Martin doesn't have a stick. Got to go to the bench. Bowden's up along the left side.
Looking for somebody right now. Back to the point.
Needed some help, but now it is picked off. And here's Elmire. Elmire will come across the line. Now he goes back to
Jinx
Coughlin.
Back to help.
Now back down low into the corner. Gallupo playing it up along the near side. Here's Bowden's with it. And Bowden's drops it down into the corner. Gallupo has the puck behind Villalta. Now on the left side, here's Jenks. Jenks moves it ahead. Here's Brady Shaw. Shaw will cut across the line. Shaw looking for a shot. Cannot get it. Double team down there. And now back come the Fuel. On the right side, they're coming across the line. And it's McIntyre trying to center it. Picked off by the Komets. Komets back the other way. 4-1 Komets here in the second period as Gallupo comes across the line. He'll take a shot, ripped it wide and high and out of play.
Yeah, it might have been deflected, but it went up and over the glass. Komets broke out of the zone very quickly, but couldn't make the pass. The shot at the net was deflected. We got a timeout.
We will step aside. 4-1 Komets. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
Chris is presenting her finance report.
Profitability versus Q3.
But all you can think about are the new baked goods with rich and creamy Nutella. Now at Tim Hortons. Like a freshly baked chocolate hazelnut donut topped with Nutella. Or mini pancakes filled with Nutella. Wow. And then Chris asks you a question.
Karen, what do you think?
Nutella. I mean...
Oh, Karen. Try delicious baked goods with rich, creamy Nutella for a limited time at participating Tim Hortons restaurants.
Applebee's holiday gift cards are the best thing that's happened to elves since, well, pointy hats. Instead of making gifts in the workshop, I can give a $50 gift card and get a $10 bonus card for boneless wings and handcrafted burgers. Burgers. Applebee's gift cards. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood. Bonus card expires March 1st, 2020 and may not be redeemed on day of issuance. Restrictions apply. See cards for details.
Back to Comet Hockey.
$13-12 to go. Here's second period. Shane Alvarani and Robbie Irons here tonight. 4-1 is our score. And the Komets have got the lead. Going to come off the glass, up along the near side. Brady Shaw with a backhander all the way in. And it's going to go into the corner. Komets trying to get the interception there in the Indy zone, but now the Fuel will clear it out. And the Komets back in their own end. Calipo coming right down the middle of the ice. Will hit the blue line. He'll toss it in. He'll chase after it. And now it goes to Brady Shaw. Shaw up along the near side.
There's a point.
The blue line. Cross ring pass. Here's a shot. Just goes wide. It was tipped. And now up along the near side. Touched up along the wall. And now back below the blue line.
On it.
St-Amant up top of the blue line. Here is a shot tipped wide again. And now back up along the near side. Komets are
Late offside, yep. Going to be offside.
And there's the whistle.
That'll take it all the way down.
12:35 now to go in the second.
Komets with a 4-1 lead.
Komets back at it tomorrow. This time we'll be in Toledo. 5:15 is the start time. First trip to the Huntington Center. Komets dropped the first meeting between the Walleye 5-3 last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, Toledo 4-1 and 4 wins and a loss, so off to a good start again.
They were tied with the Everblades at last check in the second period from the Huntington Center tonight.
You said that was the opening night of their season.
Yes, indeed.
So big crowd there tonight. Most likely a big crowd with the Fort Wayne crowd tomorrow.
Face off just to the left of Villalta. And here's the puck drop up top to McCardle. McCardle slides it over. Shot. It goes wide. And now up along the near boards. Shots are 14-10 tonight in favor of the Komets, so not a lot of rubber towards the goaltenders this evening. Puck goes down into the corner here in the Komet zone. Coughlin fighting for it for Indy. He's able to get it out, and he moves it up along the near side. Looks like a trip or a hook. Tripping will be the call.
Yeah.
And the Komets will skate a man down. Just the second penalty of the game.
Looks like Loewen may have got it, but I think it may go to the defenseman. No, Lowen's not going in.
And let's see, it's going to be Phillips, maybe? No?
They're all asking who gets it.
It's going to be Phillips.
Yeah.
So Phillips will go to the box. Second power play of the game for Indy.
Tripping penalty.
And Phillips is looking at everybody on the bench asking, was that tripping or not? Throwing his hands up. It is what it is. Komets got to kill it off. 4-1. Komets with the lead here in the second.
The drawback. Dump it down the ice. Jinx in there.
He wins it. Back to Binkley. Binkley, a lot of room up along the far side. He'll toss it in. It'll go down to Williams. Going to go off the end wall. And now back up along the near side. Indy with the puck and the power play. And Yelds with it, coming right down the middle of the ice. Poked away by Jenks, but it will fall onto the stick of Krushelnyski. He'll come across now to Yelds. Shot Villalta the save, and he'll squeeze the pads, and he'll get a whistle.
Villalta out in the top of his crease. Squared up, made the save in the glove. No rebound on the play. Defense standing ready. Face up, they'll stay in the Komet zone as the lines change up right now. 11:47 to go. Komets 14 shots, Indy only 11. That's been the big thing. Not a lot of shots on goal in this game. Last night we had 15 in the first period by the Komets.
1:35 left on the power play for Indy. And the face-off to the right of Villalta. Coming up top of the blue line. Goes along the far side. Cross-ring pass. Here's Yao. He will flatten out. Steers up to the blue line. Indy working on a power play here. Now it comes up along the wall, and now that'll clear the zone. Komets send it all the way down. Williams will stop it. Williams sets up there trying to get around Bergh, and Williams had to punch it off the glass. And the Fuel come forward with it. There's Kirker on the right side. Dripped it over onto the far side. Bergh trying to get there. Now on the far boards. What a hit. Pachal.
Yeah.
And now Pahal's going to have to answer. He goes to Elmir, goes after him as he just nailed Kirker up along the far side.
Still
play
pushing,
continues.
shoving.
Everybody went down in the Komets zone. And the only man back was Ryzek. And now the Komets will clear it. So I think everybody thought something was going to happen there.
They all just sort of stared at each other.
But Pachal
was not a dirty check.
Not at all. And the puck comes out to the center line. Here's Stephen Bayless. Bayless will take it. And now he'll flip it in. Rolling puck all the way into the Indy zone. And back below the goal line. 27 seconds to go in the power play for Indy. And Ryzek up along the near side will come across the line. Now he stood up by Bryson Martin. Puck goes into the corner. The Komets
down
clear
the ice.
zone.
Komets good defense.
Good penalty kill.
Yeah, Martin did a good job knocking the man down. His partner Binkley picked it up. Down the ice it went.
McIntyre with the puck. Now he'll leave it. He'll go off for a change.
Almost over. Power play. Back to 5-on-5. Here we are.
Here comes Phillips. He'll head to the bench.
Good job, guys.
And he'll have an icing on Indy. So the Komets are now full strength. 10-10 to go here in the second period. Komets lead at 4-1.
That's 2 power plays by Indy, and I don't think they've generated a shot on goal from it. I know they didn't on the first one in the first period. This one here, not a lot of offense from Indy. Good defense, Komets.
Face-off will be to the right of the goaltender, Williams. Łyszczarczyk wins it. Comes up to the blue line. Here is Loewen going to go down low into the corner. And now below the goal line, comes out. Here's Loewen up along the near side. Goes down low. Łyszczarczyk. Oh.
Front.
And
Loewen in there forechecking.
Now Loewen on the near side. Coming down low into the corner. Komets with it. And it will be Łyszczarczyk. Got to poke
back
the
to
side
the point.
to the blue line. Here's a drive. Williams
on the net
save.
rebound.
He never saw it, but he's able to cover it up.
Loewen right there looking for the rebound. Roth standing there with the defenseman all over him. Goaltender was able to get it and get the whistle. Good shot from the point, down low into the pad area. Williams makes the save. Face-off will stay in the Indy zone. 9:46 to go in the period.
So we'll get a fresh set of legs out there for both squads. And the face-off will be in the Indy zone.
Bergh will take the draw. He's got Shaw out there. And St-Amant.
We'll go to the left of Williams. And here's the puck drop. Tied up on the dot. Goes into the corner. And it goes to Youds. Youds sends it forward. And now up along the near side. Going back for it. Komets with it. Going to go off the end boards. And now off the wall. And St-Amant will pick it up. St-Amant coming across over to Brady Shaw. Now St-Amant with it again. And now back it comes. Here's a wrister. Doesn't get through. Another shot. That is going to be golfed wide. And Gottlieb on it for the Komets. Gottlieb up along the wall. Looking for Phillips. Now he's going to spin it off the backhand. Going to go down into the corner. And we've got McIntyre down there for the Fuel. He gets it out. And the puck comes along the near side. Gottlieb are lining up his man, Elmir. And the puck goes over to Brady Shaw. Gottlieb with it. And he'll plunk it off the boards on the near side. Indy gets it back. Moving it forward now. We've got a fight. We've got Brady Shaw. Shaw's got Elmir, and Elmir wants no part of it.
Yeah.
He turtles right up.
Yeah.
Now that may go back to the hit by Pachal earlier on that power play for Indy as Elmir went after Pachal. Brady Shaw came to his attention, and now Shaw's going to the box as Elmir didn't want any part of Brady Shaw, and it's Shaw going to the box probably for unsportsmanlike conduct.
See if Elmir gets anything.
So Shaw, the only one in the box right now.
And Brady Shaw, 2 minutes roughing. Time the penalty, 10 minutes, 5 seconds.
2 minutes roughing.
So third power play of the game for Indy. They're 0 for 2. And it's still 4-1 Komets. 8:55 to go here. Period number 2.
Yeah, I'd like to see what provoked that situation. It was away from the play, and Shaw and Almir got into it over there, and obviously Shaw didn't like it and went after him. Almir had no part of him.
Face off to the left of Villalta.
Third power play for Indy.
Indy just with 3 shots in the period, and this is their second power play. To the blue line. They set it up, top of the circle. Here's a shot, going to be tipped wide. That's going to catch the screen. So the play will stop. Now Villalta is in the net.
He got pushed back into the net, getting up slowly.
Now, no Dylan Ferguson for the rest of the weekend for the Komets, so Villalta is the lone man back there.
Tomorrow.
Max Strang was signed before the game tonight. He was in camp with the Komets, also got into a couple of games with the Komets a few years ago. So Strang is the backup. Villalta to start tonight and tomorrow. Sets up top of the crease and awaits the drop of the puck. Only 8 seconds have ticked off the penalty clock. Komets skating shorthanded. Here's Jenks on the drop. Can't win it. Up top, here's Youds with a drive. Missed it wide. Far side, Krushelnyski lost an edge, and here comes Bowden shorthanded. He'll come across the line. Bowden's cutting towards the net. He barrels into the goaltender, dislodging the net. And now Bowden's, let's see if he's got to go. He drops the gloves. And here we go. Hit with Matt Thompson. Here's Bowden's lining him up, looking for a right hand. He's got a hold of the jersey. Bowden's now with an uppercut on Thompson. Now an overhand right. Thompson returns the favor. And now Bowden's looking to line him up again. Thompson's helmet flies off. Now Bowden's with another chop on the top of the head. And down goes Thompson. Bowden's gets the crowd into it. Komets up 4-1. Now Bowden's will go to the box. Let's see if there's any more tacked onto this. It was Krushelnyski who lost an edge along the far side, which sprung Bowden's possible shorthanded scoring chance. But Indy, they got back on defense, but Bowden's only play was to crash into the goaltender.
Yep. Thompson goes right to the box. Bowden goes to the box. So hopefully it's just 5 for fighting, and that's it. But the play at the net, they just both went to the net, and the goalie was there. That's what they got, 5 for fighting.
So we will stay at a disadvantage here. Komets will skate a man down for another 139, barring any other penalties.
They'll stay at 5-on-4. Face-off looks like it's going to come outside the zone, which is a break for the Komets. Right to the net. They just shoved each other right to the net. Then in came Thomas.
So Mason Bergh will set up. He'll take the face-off. Cannot win it. And the fuel with the puck. Well, slapping in on Villalta makes an easy stop. Pachal on the far side. He will clear the zone. All the way down it goes. Youds will grab it. Goes behind Williams. Takes a big hit from Bayless. Able to pick the puck back up. And now Youds will move it forward. Onto the left side. McIntyre, cross rink pass. Going to come into the Komet zone. And it goes up along the far wall. Komets with the puck coming to the center line. And now going to go here on the near side. Going to come out to the Komet zone, coming across the line. Here's a shot. Save made by Villalta. Toe save, right side. Now it's swung up along the far side. Trying to catch up to it is St-Amant, and it goes into the corner.
Around the other side.
All the way around the wall, and it comes down in the corner. Up along the near side, and it will be Knott down there. Graham Knott for Indy.
Spread out, guys. They get it. Can't clear the zone.
So Youds, cross ring pass, still in the Komet zone. Here's a shot, and hit the referee's skate, and it goes into the corner. Here's a shot, and making the save is Villalta. He'll hang on to
angle
it.
shot, but Villalta squeezes it, holds on, no rebound. What they wanted, line change. Face off in the Komet zone.
Still 31 seconds to go on the power play. For Indy, Brady Shaw in the box for roughing. And the face-off to the left of Villalta. 7:25 to go in the period. 4-1 Komets.
The draw.
Jenks out there. Off. Jenks peels it back into the corner. And now hacked around the wall by Jason Binkley.
Sidlowski chasing.
It'll rim all the way down. And Alex Brooks down there for Indy. And now Indy with a chance for one more rush. They're down to 17 seconds to go in the power play. Brooks up along the far side. Gets it past Sean Sedlowski. Now Indy will come across the line in front of the net. Here's a shot. It is blocked.
In front.
And it will be Sedlowski with it.
He's got time. Waste a little clock.
Sedlowski will take his time, and he'll zip it all the way in to the Indy zone.
All even, 5-on-5 again.
Shoop will get it back into the Komet zone quickly, and now he lost the handle on it. Now the Komets have got it.
Jinx
goes behind Villalta. Now over on the left side of Martin. Martin's pass comes forward, knocked out of there by Shaw. Now back over to Jenks. Jenks steers it onto the stick of Brady Shaw, who'll come across the line. Sedlowski left side, got it poked away, but here's a blast right in front of the net. It's blocked by Shaw. Doesn't get through. Shaw down low into the corner, trying to go up top of the blue line where it is picked off. And now back into the Komet zone. Bryson Martin is there, sends it over on the right side, comes off the boards, and there's Łyszczarczyk coming across, cross-ring pass intercepted, and now it's going to come to the blue line, tipped up along the near side, and now it will be jabbed at into the Komet zone. Gallipo back for the Komets. He sends it forward. Oh, this is going to be an icing.
Miss pass.
And we've got 6:02 to go in the second period. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Oscar C. Mitson Insurance Agency, the insurance provider of the Komets for 30 years. If you buy your auto and homeowners insurance from a website or 800 number, here's a better idea. Call Oscar C. Mitson Insurance. They are an independent agency with access to many companies. They'll find the fit for you at a price that fits you. Talk to an agent who lives here in Fort Wayne, an agent who is your neighbor. Call Oscar C. Mitson Insurance at 749-0100 or at OscarMitsonInsurance.com.
WOWO and WMEE HD2 Fort Wayne. On 1190 AM, 107.5 FM. Depend on it.
You're listening to Komet Hockey.
Komets had a good three-way passing play going there, but
they broke out 5-on-3 going down the other end. They made 3 good passes, and one was offside at the blue line, but they had everybody moving up at the same time. 3 good passes, and unfortunately, someone just got offside a little bit. Face-off comes out. We have a timeout.
And we will step aside again. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Nelson, Mays, and Wonka. All famous Willies. But getting the Willies, it isn't fun. That creepy feeling you get when you see all your high-interest debt? Partners First Federal Credit Union has the cure for the Willies with products that are designed to help you. Nothing brings out those Willies more than a mortgage, car loan, or high-interest credit card. Partners First can keep those Willies away. Just go to partnersfirstcu.org to get started. Partners First Federal Credit Union. Part of your community. Part of your tomorrow. Partners First Federal Credit Union is an equal housing lender. MLS number 405819.
Big trash problems, only one way to solve them. Curbside Container has a plan. If you got trash to haul, just give Curbside a call. From the biggest dump truck to an itty-bitty can. Just call up Curbside Container. Ain't no need to call your mayor. Curbside Container will be there.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Coming out of the timeout, here is the face-off, and the puck goes into the Indy zone, and the Fuel trying to move it ahead, but Łyszczarczyk got in the way. Now Loewen will get it, gets over to Ross. Ross will come across the line. He'll float it into the corner.
Loewen in checking.
And Loewen goes down there hard with Kirker. And now it's going to go up along the far side. Here's Gottlieb with it. Gottlieb hands it off top of the right circle. Shot doesn't get through. And now back up along the near side. Into the corner. Here is Gottlieb with it. Feeds it out to Gallipo. And onto the far side. Here is a shot. Doesn't get through again. And up along the far side. Krushelnyski controls it for the Fuel. Krushelnyski to skate with it. Cross-ring pass. And the Komets are back on defense as Gallipo goes up along the far side. Here's Ross. Ross trying to move it. Oh, it's intercepted at the blue line. And now we've got a tangle up in the neutral zone. And now it is going to get out of there and no further as Bayless grabbed his man on the puck. And now it will be the Komets below the goal line. Gallipo on the far side, moving it ahead. Skips over the stick of McCardle, but now back into the Komet zone. Gallipo, ahead he comes on the left side. Oh, it comes out to the center line. It's going to be tipped. Now it goes onto the far boards, and McCardle will get it back into the Komet zone. Forward we go. Here is St-Amant. Spears the puck over to Bayless. He'll come across. And now Bergh will give chase to it. Bergh up along the far side. Goes down below the goal.
Need some help. Help him out, guys.
Now we got 3 white jerseys, and now the Komets outnumbered down there, and the puck comes loose. On the far side, Indy will clear the zone.
It'll be icing again.
And Martin will
waved off. They waved it off.
Martin will go up along the far side. He sends it out, and it's going to be punched over to Jason Binkley. Binkley goes behind his goaltender, Villalta. Now Binkley hanging on to it here onto the near side corner.
They break the press. They'll have time to come out of their zone with a good pass.
Now he drifts backwards for it. And now on the left side, we'll go to Martin. Martin, lead pass, gets to Shaw. Shaw on the left side. And it will be Sean Sedlowski there at the blue line. He'll send it around. And back below the goal line, it is Brady Shaw. Shaw feeds it up along the far
Jinx
side.
trying to come to the
now
corner.
Trying to cut it to the middle of the ice. Cannot do it. And the Fuel get it back into the Komet zone. Rolling puck. Here's Binkley. Goes behind the net with a man on him. Binkley up along the far side. Coming up on 3 minutes to go here in the period. Komets lead at 4-1. Swooped up along the near side here in the Komets end. Indy will get it back down low into the corner. And the Komets will have it with a little bit of space here. Here's Sedlowski on the left side. Sedlowski looking for Jinx, but it's intercepted. And now the other way, here's Krushelnyski with a drive. And a save made by Villalta.
Yeah, Villalta again right there. Squared himself up with the left winger, took the shot. Down in the pads, a little bounce on it, but he grabbed onto it. Nice save. Good chance for Indy breaking in there.
Shots on goal of the game pretty low, 16-15. The Komets with 16 tonight. The Komets kind of used to getting in the 30 and 40 range.
Yeah. Only 1 goal so far in the second period. 2:20. Ross is second of the season. Got the Komets with the 4-1 lead right now.
Komets averaging just about 37 shots a game. We're way off of that right now. But Komets have the lead. That's the most important thing. 4-1. And we got 2:56 to go in the period. Face-off will go to the right of the goaltender, Villalta. And a missed drop. Łyszczarczyk was in there. Now he's going to get kicked out. Now Jermaine Loewen will drop in to take his place. And it goes back below the goal line. Indy picks it up. They try and center it, but Loewen and it gets in the way, goes into the corner. Loewen down there. And now he will give it up. Pachal with it. Pachal on the near side. His pass is blocked. Comes in front to Thompson. He missed the net.
Lassard.
He was wide open.
Yeah. They had the puck. They had time to get rid of it. They took the pass. It deflected off a Komet defenseman. Went up in the air. Indy picked it up. Walked in. Had a pretty good shot on goal. Again, Villalta had to make a good save there to deflect it up into the screen. Don't get sloppy. Don't get in them goal right now. Only 2:39 to go. Let's play solid this last 2 minutes.
4-1 Komets face off to the left to Villalta. And here's the drop of the puck. Tied up on the dot. Comes off the boards. And the Komets get it out. Spencer Watson drifts back. His pass comes forward. Krushelnyski with it. He comes across the line looking for some help. Gets crowded as he comes up towards the blue line. Sends it around. Here's Brooks in the corner. Trying to center it. Comes up top. Here's a drive. And a save by Villalta. Far side, it will be Brady Shaw getting it out. Brady Shaw muscling his way down the right side. Comes free with it. Oh, he couldn't get a shot. But Brooks, a nice job.
Help.
Oh, he reached back and he was able to get it away from Shaw. Pachal to Gallipo. Pass fed forward. Here comes St-Amant with a blast.
There's a shot on the net. Good
Can't
save.
get the rebound, and now he's able to get it.
Yeah.
And now extra going on after it. McCardle's going to drop the gloves. He's in there with Mason Bergh, and Bergh takes him down.
Bergh drilled him pretty good. Good shot on the net by St-Amant. As he broke in, his size and speed. Good blast. Goaltender made a nice save, a little sloppy around it, and that created the scramble. Bergh got into it with number 12, McCartan, and they both going to go for 5 for fighting. Both of them head to the dresser.
So Bergh with a goal and a fight. He's one assist away from the Gordie Howe hat trick.
Yeah, he held himself pretty good there.
And we have got 2 minutes to go in the second.
It's a little shove, push,
5 minutes
up
fighting.
in the face area. Bang, let's go.
18 minutes. Indy's 12 McCardle, Komets 29 Bergh. Each 5 minutes fighting. Had penalties 8.
So those will cancel out, and the face-off will be in the Indy zone.
Let's play 5 against 5. 2 minutes to go in the period. Finish strong, guys. Jinx at the draw.
1 goal scored here in the period. It came to the Komets. And the puck is going to skip over the stick of Marcus Phillips. Phillips goes back. He'll zip it ahead to Jenks. Now on the left side, it's Gottlieb. Gottlieb move it over to the far boards. Going to be tipped, going off the stick of Jenks. Puck is going to bounce around here near the Komet blue line. Now back in the Komet zone. Here's Gottlieb on the far side to Jenks. Jenks backhander. Looking for Bayless. It's going to go to Gottlieb, however. Now coming across the line. Here's Jenks.
Jenks looking for somebody.
On the far side.
Penalty coming up
in front.
Going to be to Indy.
And we're going into the corner. Power play
Goaltender out in the Komet net.
Delayed call.
All right, they lose the puck. Power play Komets coming up.
Cross-checking is the marker. And we got a Catalyst Fitness power play coming up. Catalyst Fitness now with 3 Fort Wayne locations. So the Komets get their first power play of the game. Took them a while. 1:24 to go in the period.
Youds. He's going to get the thing. Fenley, 2 minutes cross-checking. Face up in the Indy zone. Komets Brady Shaw out there. St-Amant. And his forward, Bergh, up front. Get it back, guys.
Łyszczarczyk will
take the draw. Bergh's in the dressing room.
Wins it back to Gottlieb. Gottlieb on the left side. Here is Brady Shaw. Feeds it backwards. It is Gottlieb now on the right side. St-Amant with a rip and a save made into the corner. It is Brady Shaw again. Łyszczarczyk. And it goes up along the far side.
The high slot.
Over to Brady Shaw, off the wall. Shaw up along the near side, up top to the blue line. There's Gottlieb, one-timer, save made. Rebound is there. Williams stuffs Łyszczarczyk.
Łyszczarczyk couldn't handle it.
And it goes all the way on the far side, and now they clear the zone. Komets with a good-looking play there, but Łyszczarczyk couldn't close the deal.
Good shot from the point down low, created the rebound.
Gottlieb will come across the line onto the far side. Sends it around. Here's Brady Shaw up along the wall. Shaw up top of the blue line. Now it goes up along the near side. Cross-ring pass. Here's a shot that goes wide. Up top it comes. Oh, it's going to rim out. It goes all the way down. Down to 30 seconds to go in the period. Łyszczarczyk with the puck. 4-1 Komets. And the Komets with it. Here is Gallipo on the left side. Here is Bayless. He'll gain the line. Bayless on the left side, going to come into the corner.
Looking
Bayless
for somebody.
Goes underneath, centers it up. Up top we come Gallipo. 13 seconds left. Here's a shot. Missed the net. On to the near side. Komets still with it. And it is Bowden's. Bowden's on the face-off dot, dropping it down low. They put it out in front. Williams is able to cover it up. Another nice-looking play there by the Komets, but Williams not fooled there. 3.5 seconds to go in period number 2, and the Komets having this lead hold up 4-1 right now.
Jinx will take the draw. He'll probably going to try to get it back. Hopefully with 3 seconds we can get a shot on net from it. Got to be a clean draw, though.
Komets 21 shots on goal. Indy was 17 at the moment. And now Jenks will take the face off.
Back point.
Wins it back. Here's a drive. It doesn't get through. And that'll do it. 40 minutes in the books here at the Coliseum, and the Komets looking pretty good again. They're going to go into the dressing room with a lead. This time it is of the 3-goal variety. They had a 2-goal lead going into the first break, and they add a goal there in the second. And now things looking good as we head to the final frame.
Yeah, good solid second period. They had the scoring chances. They outshoot them 11-10. Indy had a couple of power plays that the Komets really took away from them. Didn't have much offense coming of it, but they get the 1 goal at the 2:25 mark. Ross, his second of the season, and they win the period, and they're a 4-1 lead right now with a pretty solid game under their belt. One period left. They got to come out strong. They got to just keep Indy under control.
So the Komets got to keep the intensity in the dressing room now as they're up 4-1, and Coach Ben Boudreau stressing playing 60 minutes of hockey. So let's see how the Komets come out in the third. 4-1 is the score. We're going to the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show. You're listening to Komet Hockey Hockey on WOWO.
Facing an illness or injury that can't wait? Turn to ReadyMed. We're ready when your day doesn't go quite as planned, with convenient hours, 7 days a week. We offer after-hours appointments as well as x-ray and lab services in each of our convenient area locations. From minor accidents and injuries to fevers and flus, we're ready. To learn more, check wait times and save your spot in line. Visit ReadyMed.com. In case of a life-threatening emergency, call 911 or go to the nearest emergency department as soon as possible.
Napa know-how. Why should you buy a 99-cent Napa bag? Because it's no ordinary bag. It can save you 20% on 3 or more items you can fit inside. Some call that magic. Others say it's the 8th wonder of the world. But whatever it is, it's the best way to save you 20% on brakes, filters, wipers, and more. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how. Napa know-how. At participating Napa Auto Parts stores while supplies last. Minimum 3 items. Exclusions apply. Offer ends 10/31/19.
Take Midwest Gloves and Gear to work with you by using their full line of work gloves. Midwest Work Line features max performance gloves, PBR, along with a wide variety of Midwest branded gloves for any type of work. Midwest Gloves and Gear prides itself in being the largest manufacturer of American-made work gloves, and Midwest believes in investing in America. And that's why the Work Line features many styles made right here in the USA. For over 50 years, Midwest Gloves and Gear, Chillicothe, Missouri.
And the Komets have a penalty shot in overtime to win it. Come on, come on.
Hey, Dad, do you know where my goggles are?
Yeah, 1 sec. I'll help you find it right after this. Wait, why are you soaking wet?
Oh, I was just swimming in the basement.
You were what? Oh, great. Watering your basement? Don't know what to do next? Tell your insurance agent you want to work with Hayes & Sons. Because at Hayes & Sons, we do restoration right. Visit HayesandSons.com.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum, and it is the second intermission. We are at home, which means it is time for our guest statistician of the game, being brought to you by Kaleidoscope Floors. And if you want to be a part of the Komets this season, just visit Kaleidoscope Floors on Facebook or Twitter and say you want to be the next guest statistician of the game. Each winner will sit in the press box, keep stats, and be interviewed live on WOWO. And I have got my guest statistician of the night here tonight, and it is Braden McFetters. Did I get that right?
Kind of.
What is it?
It's Braden McFeeters.
McFeeters. Oh, geez, and I'm a play-by-play announcer, and I messed that up. Okay, Braden McFeeters. All right. Now, first of all, how old are you? Where do you go to school? What grade you're in?
I'm 12 years old, almost 13 in January. I go to St. Peter's Lutheran School, and I am in 7th grade.
All right, 7th grader. Okay, so you are going to handle the stats for me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you, my man.
So in the first period, Mason Bergh, number 29, had the first goal. He was assisted by number 70, Sean St-Amant, if I got that right, 10, Brady Shaw, and 9, Braden Pachal, if I got that right again.
That's a tough one.
Yeah. And then the second goal was scored by number 32, Jermaine Loewen. I can't read my own handwriting. And then he was assisted by 62, Oliver Gallupo.
There you go.
And then the third goal was shot by Sean St-Amant.
There you go.
And was assisted by 4, Jason Binkley, and 7, Bryson Martin. We had one penalty that was against us, and that was tripping by number 62. I forgot to write the name out.
That was Gallupo. That's all right.
Gallupo. And that was for 2 minutes. We had one goal in the second period. That was number 61, Taylor Ross, and he was assisted by number 81, Alan
Łyszczarczyk.
Yeah, Łyszczarczyk.
There you go.
And then he was also assisted by number 21, Marcus Phillips. Oh, shots on goal for the first period. There was 10, and then shots on goal for the second period. That was 11. And then we had a lot of penalties in the second period. Almost ran out of paper room.
Well, you don't have to go through those, Braden. There was an awful lot. We'll just say that. How about that?
Yeah.
All right, Braden, you have a good time tonight?
Yeah.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll be able to bring home this win while you're up here in the press box.
Yep.
All right, Braden. Well, thanks a lot for being with me tonight. So we're going to take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
When two leaders in cancer work as a team, they're better together. Announcing the affiliation of the Parkview Cancer Institute with MD Anderson Cancer Network, a program of MD Anderson Cancer Center, the leading cancer center in the nation. Together, we're offering you the benefits of Parkview's revolutionary subspecialized care model combined with the expertise of a national leader, all in one location. It's a collaboration that's bringing a higher level of cancer care to our region. Here at the Parkview Cancer Institute, patients have access to clinical trials, as well as surgical options not offered anywhere else in the region. And when you need a second opinion, Parkview is always here to help. Subspecialized physicians, access to clinical trials, unique surgical options, and now an affiliation with MD Anderson Cancer Network. That's better cancer care. Parkview, we believe in better.
Komets Sons Funeral Homes have been serving Fort Wayne and area families since it was founded in 1925. Now a member of the Dignity Memorial Network, Komets provides pre-planning, funeral planning, cremation, and memorialization services. Compassionate local care, the most meaningful services celebrating a life well lived, all provided at the best value. Komets Sons Funeral Homes, a Dignity Memorial provider.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
We are back live at the Coliseum, where our score is 4-1. We are in the middle of the second intermission. The Komets are up here tonight. Komets back on the road for only the second time this season. Tomorrow afternoon, 5:15 is the start time in Toledo. Every week, we give you a new episode of the Huntington University Komets podcast, and Huntington University is giving you a great deal. All Komet season ticket holders can take advantage of 25% off tuition. Just call the Komet office or the Huntington University admissions office. And we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have a portion of this week's episode. It's Brady Shaw, and you can also go back and listen to all the other episodes. We'll have number 30 next week with head coach Ben Boudreau, but this week it is Brady Shaw. But you can go back and listen to every episode we've had this season and last season. Just go to Apple Podcasts or go to Komets.com. We will take a break, and we will come back and have Brady Shaw. You are listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an auto owner's independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with auto owner's insurance.
For all of your insurance needs, visit Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
Cheer on your hometown team, the Fort Wayne Komets, throughout the season with your hometown dealer.
Big City Cars on Lima Road.
The only dealer to give you up to $5,555 more than your trade is worth, with payments as low as $79. Plus, we'll even pay off your lease or loan in full, no matter what you owe. It's gonna be a winning season with your Fort Wayne Komets.
And Big City Cars on Lima Road.
Online at BigCityCars.com.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
But me personally, I loved it. Saw so many cool places, met so many great people that I still stay in touch with.
Did you walk in with the Brady books and say, I'm the guy?
Yeah, no, I kept that on the down low for a little bit, get my feet wet first, and then maybe show them.
Yeah. Were your sisters ever jealous of any of the Brady attention?
They won't tell you it, but I think they are. They both have a character in a couple books, but yeah, I'm on the front cover, so I get to play the favorite child card a lot.
And none of those stories were based on real events, right? So like you can't be embarrassed by anything that happened.
Yeah, no, not really. I mean, the first book, Brady and the Great Rink, I always wanted to build a backyard rink. living in Tampa Bay and Cincinnati kind of prohibited that, and then high school in St. Louis. So a lot of those stories are kind of either things I wish I did, or there's some couple quirky things in there that are either something that my mom saw with teammates or stuff like that. And every character for the most part is based off someone that is a part of my life. My uncle's name is in the one book. He's a character. Freddie Brathwaite, who we were good friends with in Ottawa.
The goaltender.
So there's a kid in the book named Freddie, and so it's just kind of stuff like that.
Freddie Brathwaite. I remember him playing for the Manitoba Moose. And coming here and playing in Fort Wayne. Oh, that's a great name from the past. So, all right, your fascination with goaltenders. So your dad steered you away from that. So are you like the number 3 goalie? Are you on the depth chart here?
I better be. If Benny's ever seen me play road hockey, he would have me slotted in as a 3 guy. I don't know how I am on skates, but I think the instincts are there.
Right. So what was the fascination with goaltending? I was a goalie, so I love it too.
Okay, yeah. I mean, playing mini sticks or playing road hockey, I was always a goalie, and I loved it. In the basement, my dad would shoot tennis balls at me, and I'd be begging him to go down in the basement, and I'd always strap on the pads. And same with my grandpa; he would do the same thing. And I don't know, I just loved the position, and I kind of took a liking to it. I strapped the pads on back when you rotated the goalie every game, and I think I let in like 9 or 10. So I kind of ended the on-ice goalie dream there. But whenever we do school visits and we're able to play street hockey or something with the kids, I always try to push the kids away so I can throw the pads on.
I love playing goal because when I was little, the goaltender never left the ice. Right. That's why I liked it, because I never had to go off.
True. I need my rest now.
Right.
I welcome my time on the bench every so often.
I think we might have to do that. I'll strap the pads on you, see if you're good enough to be the e-bug one night. So your dad was a defenseman. You're a forward, so maybe there's a little bit story there.
Yeah, he always wanted me to be a defenseman. Backward skating never came easy to me, and I would say it still isn't my strong suit. But I enjoy scoring goals, and growing up, I kind of always had an act to putting the puck in the net. So he that was one position that he kind of backed off and let me do my own thing.
Yeah. And so your dad, you're playing hockey, your mom's writing books. What are your sisters doing?
My older sister is a dental hygienist up in Ottawa, and my younger sister is a sophomore. She'll be going to the Ohio State University there in Columbus, so that's nice for her. She's nice and close to home, and the parents can check up on her every so often.
And a dental hygienist, hockey playing family, so I'm sure that comes in handy.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, she
free dental advice.
Yeah, back home.
So you grew up in Canada. Now you're basically an Ohio resident, right? Right.
Yeah, my parents have a cottage back in Ottawa, so I'll go up there for a couple of weeks during the summer. But when I go home for Christmas or the All-Star break, stuff like that, I'll go to Columbus. I've spent most of my life in the U.S. Actually, I think I went to school for 2 years in Canada, and we'd go back to Ottawa for our summers. But other than that, mostly in the U.S.
Yeah, Ohio. It's a football state.
It is, yeah. Our neighbors there are Buckeye and Cleveland Brown crazy. So my dad he grew up rooting for the Chargers for some reason. It's very random, but I think he's kind of switched over to the Browns now. So he had some high hopes for this year that are
that's unfortunate.
Quickly crashing down.
All right, so that's Brady Shaw from this week's episode of the Huntington University Komets podcast. If you want to check out all of that interview, just go to Komets.com or go to Apple Podcasts. We're going to take a break. Third period is coming up. Komets lead at 4-1. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Komet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186. About the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum.
Life is busy enough. And when you add finding a doctor, it can be overwhelming. Lutheran Health Network now makes it possible to find a doctor with just one phone call to 844-LHN-DOCS. One call lets you schedule an appointment with one of more than 50 primary care providers in our network. Just call 844-LHN-DOCS. Finding a doctor with just one call? That's life, powered by Lutheran. Lutheran Health Network includes physician-owned hospitals.
Don't get stuck in the penalty box next season and upgrade to a Real ID. As of October 1, 2020, a Real ID compliant driver's license or state identification card is required to board commercial flights within the United States, visit military bases, and entering certain federal facilities. To view a complete list of required documentation needed to upgrade to a Real ID, visit realid.in.gov.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum. We are steering our way to the third period here tonight. Komets are up 4-1 over the Indy Fuel. It's the first of 11 meetings between these two squads. Komet fans, when water, mold, fire, or storm damage strikes your home or business, you want a hometown team you can trust? Call the team the Komets call. That is Hayes & Sons. Learn more at hayesondsons.com/Komets. And Komet fans, the Ice House. If your kids are interested in hitting the ice, come out to the Sport One Parkview Ice House, the official practice facility of the Fort Wayne Komets. The Ice House offers learn-to-skate programs for future hockey players and figure skaters, youth and adult recreational hockey leagues as well, and adult developmental leagues for adults with minimal hockey experience. The Ice House also offers public skating opportunities, birthday parties, and the Overtime Bar and Grill, where you can enjoy great food and drink options, including the new Spaceman Ale. That is at the Sport One Parkview Ice House. We will take one more break. The third period is coming up. The Komets up by 3. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Chris is presenting her finance report.
Versus Q3.
But all you can think about are the new baked goods with rich and creamy Nutella. Now at Tim Hortons. Like a freshly baked chocolate hazelnut donut topped with Nutella. Or mini pancakes filled with Nutella. Wow. And then Chris asks you a question.
Karen, what do you think? Nutella.
Oh, Karen. Try delicious baked goods with rich, creamy Nutella for a limited time at participating Tim Hortons restaurants.
Enjoy your backyard. Visit Knob Brick and Fireplaces to see a huge selection of paver and retaining wall systems for your home. While you're there, you can learn about the outdoor fireplace options that are available from Outdoor Lifestyles. And be sure to check out the showroom for the latest indoor models from Heatolator. Visit Knob Brick and Fireplaces at 4936 Knob Road or on the web at knobbrick.com. NOBBRICK.com. Knob Brick and Fireplaces, Fort Wayne's only locally owned real brick and mortar store.
Oh, Daniel, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Illinois Road has added some new players to the team this year. Introducing the all-new Jeep Gladiator and Ram 1500. Also now in the starting lineup is the all-newly redesigned Jeep Cherokee. It's capable, modern, and stylish, all wrapped into one. The new scrapper on the team is the all-new Dodge Challenger Hellcat Red Eye. With almost 800 horsepower, this secret weapon will leave the competition wondering what hit them. We also have an awesome lineup of our new line of commercial ProMaster vans for all your work needs. Come see the complete lineup of new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram trucks all in one place. O'Daniel is a proud sponsor of Komet Hockey, and we invite all the fans to come experience the O'Daniel difference when buying your next car, truck, or SUV. O'Daniel on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online at o'danielauto.com.
You're listening to Komet Hockey.
Third period set to get underway here at the Coliseum. The Komets looking good with a 3-goal lead, but we all know how quick that can evaporate, Robbie, so we've got to stay on it.
Well, we got a power play to get started for 36 seconds, so let's go after him right off the bat. Jinx out there with his line. Sidlowski and Boney.
And here we go. Komets still on the power play. As Indy takes the opening drop, and it's going to go all the way in to the Komet zone. Villalta is there. And he sends it over onto the right side to Phillips. Phillips feeds it to the blue line to Sidlowski. And now back the other direction. Here's Mason Bergh. Bergh on the far side moves it forward and up along the wall. Indy going back into their own zone.
Dump it out.
Thompson right to the center line where Jenks will pick it up. And Jenks will get it over. to Pachal. Now backwards they come. Komets still with it. 1 second to go on the power play, and that
all even. 5-on-5 again. Here we go.
Pachal back in the Komet zone. He'll hang on to it. Now he drifts over onto the right side. And Pachal will rim it around.
Dumped in. Go get it, guys.
Over onto the far side. They try and center it. Kicked out of there by Shoop. And now forward they come again onto the far side. Indy with it back into the Komet zone. Gallipo is back. And Gallipo up along the far wall. Banks it off the glass. And it's going to fall into the neutral zone. It's going to drift back to the Indy blue line. And it goes along the far side for Jermaine Loewen. Loewen in the corner takes a shot. Oh, Brady Shaw.
Brady Shaw got a piece of it.
And he just missed it wide. On to the near side. Loewen in there again. And it comes up to the blue line. Now back to Loewen. Loewen in the corner. Needs some help. Bergh's trying to get Loewen off the puck. Not going to be able to do that. That's Pachal.
Defense pinches in, keeps it in.
Pachal floats it back deep into the Indy zone. Now St-Amant up along the far side. Coming down low. Here is Shaw. Shaw banks it off the side of the net. Now it comes along the near side. Now it'll come out. And now
Loudon
belongs to Elmire. Elmire goes in, taken off the puck by Gallipo. Now it goes underneath. And now up along the far side. Bouncing puck going to come up along the wall. And it is Jermaine Loewen to St-Amant. St-Amant on the right side. He'll push in. It goes off the wall. And now it goes back to St-Amant, who gets
grabbed onto him.
We have a penalty called. It's going to be on Indy. Holding will be the call. And now a little extra there as St-Amant he gets tangled up with Thibault. Thibault gives him an extra whack.
Thibault's going to get the penalty. And he was trying to instigate it to try to get St-Amant to follow him. But Thibault in the box. The Komets back on power play time.
2 minutes have gone by here in period number 3. Komets up by 3 and going back on the power play.
Yep. Let's make it happen here, guys.
It's a Catalyst Fitness power play. Face off to the right. Williams in the Indy zone. Jenks will take the face off. Now Jenks is going to get kicked out. Now Jenks giving the linesman an earful. He'll back out. And Łyszczarczyk now will take it for the Komets. Puck is dropped and it goes up top to the blue line. Komets have it. Gallipo over on the far side. Cross-ring pass here. Sean Sedlowski, a little too hot for him. Comes along the near side. Gets loose, and now the fuel will clear the zone. Villalta will stop it. He'll leave it for Gallipo. Gallipo sends it forward, and the Komets gallop ahead. They come across here on a power play. Here's Bayless on the far side.
The point.
Banks it off the wall, slides it over Sedlowski. Shot
to the net.
Made. I don't think it got through to the blue line.
Trying to get a stick on it.
Sedlowski right side, got the post.
Side of the net, yep.
And swung all the way around. Bayless cannot catch up to it. And now it'll be Gallipo drifting all the way back into his own zone. Sends it forward. Now on the right side, Sedlowski coming across. Sedlowski onside, saucers it over. Here's a shot. Williams the save. Jenks will pick it back up. And now to Łyszczarczyk. Łyszczarczyk on the far wall. Drops it back to the blue line. Now shifts it over onto the far side again. Up top we come. Komets with it. Gottlieb with a drive. And right on the money, and a save by Williams.
Komets right in front of that. Jenks standing there waiting for the rebound, but goaltender Williams, no rebound. Puck down low in the pads. Froze it. Good defense. Komets, good movement on the puck to get the shot on net.
Face off. Move to the right of Williams.
Couple of shots this period so far on the power play.
Komets lead this one 4-1. Still on a Catalyst Fitness power play. 55 seconds left to go on the man advantage. Puck goes off the glass to the blue line. Komets keep it in. St-Amant over onto the far side. Back up top. St-Amant.
Shot.
Tips in front. Knocked out. Gottlieb with it. Now to Shaw. Shaw far side. Gottlieb. Here's his drive. That one got the crossbar and out of play.
Yeah, the goalie never saw it. That came through the screen. Off the crossbar up into the net. Good quick shot from the point.
2 posts here on this power play. Sedlowski.
Still 39 seconds. Komet power play.
Sedlowski got one. Gottlieb got the other one. Face up.
Keep shooting, guys.
Face up to the right of Williams. Łyszczarczyk back in there for the Komets. Goes into the corner. Youds goes after it. Backhander goes below the goal line.
Brady Shaw back to the point.
And Shaw moves it up along the near side to St-Amant. St-Amant with some time. Up top to Gottlieb. He returns it to St-Amant on the right side. St-Amant now drifts in, comes down low. Trying to draw Williams down, and he does, but he couldn't get a shot off. To the blue line. Gottlieb, cross right pass. Tries to put it in front. Łyszczarczyk with a drive, and that is blocked.
In front. Good movement.
Onto the far side. Up top, Gottlieb coming down low. Up top, here's a blast, and that one goes wide.
That's blocked again.
Onto the near side, into the corner, down to 5 seconds to go in the power play. And St-Amant gets cut off.
That'll do it, all even, 5-on-5.
And Krushelnyski, he's got the puck. Send it out to the center line. Two Komets collide. And Brady Shaw, he is going to win that battle as he ran into Gottlieb. They'll both go off the ice, and Shaw gets it into the Indy zone.
Line change for the Komets. Fresh troops.
Up top of the blue line. Here's a shot that is going to be blocked, and it goes to McArdle. McArdle goes down low to Youds. Youds backhander up along the near side. And Indy will get it into the Komet zone. Bouncing puck onto the far side. Bryson Martin has got it. Martin will gain the blue line. Goes along the far side. It's going to be tapped forward off the stick of Bergh. And now moved up along the near side to Binkley. Binkley slaps it in. It goes into the corner. Far side here in the Indy zone. And the Fuel dig it out. Shoop with it. It's a man up along the near side. That's Graham Knott. Knott now moves it over. Here's a shot on Villalta. Makes the save. Below the line. They try to wrap it around. Shot by Villalta. Save made. And
help him out.
He's going to be scooped up. And it's going to go along the far side. Here's a drive. Knocked away.
That's blocked.
And Villalta with a couple of big saves there. Knott onto the far side. Up top it comes. Isaac, he'll take it. It's blocked. And the Komets.
Down the ice it goes.
Get
Indy
it out.
Zone.
It was Bayless with the block shot, and now it will be McIntyre coming across. He'll take a shot. It misses it wide and into the corner. Up along the far side, here is Bowdens. Bowdens will get rid of it to Jenks. Jenks up along the wall near the Komet bench. Double team down there. The Komets trying to get it in the Indy zone, and they do. On the far boards, Bowdens will get it down low into the corner. Here is Gottlieb. Gottlieb tries to center it, trying to go to Jenks, and he got his pocket pick, and back come the Fuel. Here's Knott going to come across the line. Drop back pass. Here's a shot. Doesn't get through again.
Jink comes back. Slack checking.
Trying to take a wide turn. Can't catch up to it. Now the puck belongs to Elamir. Out of Thompson. Got a man breaking on the back door. Shot. Save made by Villalta. And he's upended. And now we have got Villalta hitting the deck.
Well, he's way out of the net.
A little slow getting up, but yeah, he was.
Indy forward and one of the Komet defensemen grabbing onto each other, ran right over Villalta, who slid out of the net. Unfortunately, a quick whistle by the referee. That'll give Villalta time to get back in the net, but he got wiped out pretty good there. Nobody injured on the play.
Komets lead at 4-1. We got a timeout on the ice. We'll step aside. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Outback Steakhouse invites all Komet fans to check out their great menu of steaks and seafood at their Village of Coventry location. Whether it's the center-cut sirloin or the bone-in ribeye, you just can't beat the quality of Outback Steakhouse. Open 7 days a week. Get your steak or seafood prepared just the way you like it. And while you're at Outback, don't miss out on the famous Bloomin' Onion. Outback Steakhouse located in the Village of Coventry, just off the I-69 Jefferson exit on Fort Wayne's southwest side.
The Holiday Inn at the Coliseum, located across from the Memorial Coliseum, is the official home of the Komets. Whether it's a corporate meeting to large wedding receptions or just a getaway weekend, the Holiday Inn has you covered. Event space in the Holiday Inn can hold up to 300 people, and with 151 guest rooms, the Holiday Inn is ready to meet your personal or business needs. With a highly trained staff at the Holiday Inn, you can count on things being done right. Contact the Holiday Inn at the Coliseum to schedule your event today at 260-579-9135.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
13:56 to go here in period number 3. Shane Alvarani, Robbie Irons here.
The puck
tonight.
back. Bayless in for the draw.
4-1, Komets with the lead. And here's the puck drop. Goes into the corner. Up along the far side, Komets with it. St-Amant. We'll move it to Binkley. Binkley will come across the line. Now he'll put it onto the near side, and it goes into the corner.
Shaw trying to get at it.
Shaw will get there. Now it's poked aside and up along the wall. Krushelnyski will get it out, and now
stay up, defense. Stay up.
Put it out in front of the net. Going to go wide. St-Amant is going to get called And it goes up along the far side. St-Amant looks like might pick up an interference call.
Yeah.
No,
well, the first goal was scored. St-Amant came back, and he let the guy go for a split second, and it was in the net. This time he made sure he grabbed onto the man and pulled him away from the net. Doing that, he got himself interference and a hooking penalty on it. But he defended his net, which is a good thing. They had a 2-on-1. Came back hard. 13:29 to go. Indy has power play time.
Fourth power play of the game for Indy tonight. They're 0-3. Indy came in with one of the best power plays in the league. They were ranked number 3rd in the ECHL with 7 goals on 23 chances coming into tonight's game. Komets penalty killers doing their job here tonight. We got to do it one more time. Face off to the left of Villalta. Here's the drop, and it goes into the corner. Phillips is there. Phillips is hauled down. Doesn't get a call.
Jinx gets it. Got time.
Plenty of time, and he moves it over onto the right side. Pachal. He will send it in. Williams will stop it. The Komets will back up. Komets will get a change, and Indy will start up fresh from their own zone. On to the left side, Krushelnyski. He'll come across, and he will drop it over to Villalta. Goes off of his stick. Now on the far side, Pachal up along there, and it will be Phillips. Finds a gap all the way down to Williams.
Had a split second, looked, fired it down the center of the ice.
And here is Shaw. He puts it out in front. Oh, a shorthanded chance for the Komets. But it was Shoop who got in the way.
Shaw in forechecking on the penalty.
And now Shoop will get to it. And now Indy here. 3-on-3 as they cross over the Komet blue line. Now it's sent all the way around below the goal line. And here is Jason Binkley on the far side coming up to the blue line. And now it's into the corner. Binkley collides with Elmir. And it gets up top of the circle. Now here's Shoop with a shot. Save made. Rebound put back in. Villalta got a piece of it. And now back up along the near side to the blue line.
Out of the zone. Villalta made one save on the power play there. And defense cleared.
On the left side, McIntyre coming across. McIntyre goes up along the near side wall. Steers it up top. Here's Shoop. Back up. High slot. Onto the right dot. They center it. Here is Shoop again. Gets a shot off. Save made Villalta.
Rebound
and he's
front.
able to keep it out. And he gets
everybody grabbing on. Sidlowski in the middle of it. Everybody grabbing everybody. Villalta holds on to it. The defense helps out.
11:58 now to go in the third. 29 seconds to go in the power play for Indy.
Yep, face-off will stay in the Komet zone.
And Matt Villalta, who gave up one in the first. Nothing so far.
Yeah.
After that, and Villalta looking pretty good back there tonight.
Indy outshooting the Komets right now, 25-24. In this period, they've got themselves 8 shots to the Komets 3. 8-3, they're being outshot.
Komets had 4 unanswered goals to end the game last night, and right now they've got 3 unanswered.
There's no excuse to being outshot 8-3. They need to keep going, get that offense going. 1 goal can end this thing.
25 seconds to go on the power play. Jinx gets there, reaches out, but can't clear it. And it's held in. They come down low. We go back below the goal line. Indy with it. Down to 16 seconds to go on the power play. Krushelnyski goes
the zone. Good
off
break,
the wall
Komets.
and out. Krushelnyski drops back, moves it forward. Tip pass into the Komet zone. Matt Thompson has it on the left side point. Drops it off to Krushelnyski. Sends it wide to the net.
All even, 5-on-5 again.
Goes along the far side. They put it down low into the corner, and Jinx is there. Oh, swiped at it. Could not clear
Twice
it.
Jinx never got it out. Come on.
And it comes right in front of the net. They scoop it up. Oh, the Komets are there. And over to Jinx. Jinx along the far side. And it comes to the Komets. Now the Fuel get it back at their own line. Now they push it into the Komet end. Coming into the corner. Pachal with it up along the far side. Here's Jermaine Loewen. Loewen will get it to the blue line, but not out. But a second attempt. Now the Komets have got it. They turn the corner and they bring it in. Going to come here to Ross. Ross going to come down into the corner. And it's played up along the near side. Up top of the blue line, Elmir. He'll bring it forward, but he's got Loewen on his back. And the Komets regain possession of the puck. Pachal, cross-ring pass, going to be tipped by
Dumped
Ross.
in. Go get it, guys.
No icing on this play as it
Ross
goes all
in
the way.
quickly.
Pass comes forward to Coughlin. Coughlin for Indy, right down the middle of the ice. He'll gain the Komet line, but offside, yep, will be the call.
10:24 to go. Komets up by 3. Third period.
Komets at it tomorrow, 5:15. If you're not going to Toledo, you can hear that game right here on WoWo. Second meeting of the year between the Komets and the Walleye. Face-off will be just outside of the Komet blue line. And here's the face-off. Komets get to it. Long pass into the Indy zone is blocked at the blue line. And now Shoup has it. He'll bank it off the far wall. Komets get it back. Marcus Phillips with it for the Komets. Pass going to flatten out. St-Amant break it in. That was poke checked away at the last second. And now St-Amant with it again on the far face-off dot. Now it's going to be kicked out of there by Indy. McIntyre with it. He'll float it into the Komet zone, rims it around. Villalta stops it, and we're at the halfway point here in the third period. Komets lead at 4-1. Puck comes along the near side, and we got a penalty called. Brady Shaw got his stick in there. Let's see what it's going to be, a trip.
Yeah, tripping. Everybody digging for the puck, and unfortunately, a lot of skates in the scramble. Feet went out from under the Indy player. Shaw's going to draw a tripping penalty.
So it will be the 5th power play of the game for Indy.
Yeah. This will be the second one in a row. They had a pretty good power play going. They're out shooting the Komets 8-1 in this period. They got to keep going, guys.
Face-off will be to the right of the goaltender Villalta.
9-3 right now, shots on goal. Indy leading this period.
So the Komets penalty killers done a nice job here tonight. Jenks will center up this line. And it looks like it'll be Matt Thompson to take the face-off for Indy. And the linesman finally drops the puck. Rolls to Jason Binkley. Bryson Martin is there. Finds some space. Gets it to Bowdens, and Bowdens will send it all the way in.
Good heads-up play. Dumps it in Slofsky, and he's after it.
Williams on the left side to Krushelnyski. And he'll send it backwards, and the Fuel will start up fresh from their own zone. Krushelnyski will
stay
come
up
across
on him.
the line,
Stay up
sends
on
it
him.
back, and a nice job there by Bowdens. Got a piece of the puck before it got through. Bowdens down there in the corner. Got a pile up there.
Binkley back there
got
trying to get it.
But it comes up top into the blue line. Yowzo to Krushelnyski. Floats it in front of the net. They score.
They get that man way over on the far side. Krushelnyski, same as the first goal in the first period. Stays right there, patient, waits. Puck comes to him all by himself behind the goalie, and he tips it in. Power play goal.
So Indy cuts the lead in half, and there's still a lot of time left. 9:12 to go here in the third.
10:48 that came.
And the Komets here got to get it together, got to keep pressing. Krushelnyski will get an assist on that goal. That'll be Matt Thompson picking it up. Thompson's third of the season, and we got a 4-2 hockey game.
Yep. 9:11 to go. We need some offense going, guys.
Now, Indy, they've got a little bit of life here as the puck comes along the far side. Gallipo takes Brooks off it, and now St-Amant picks it up. He comes across the line. St-Amant now cutting towards Williams. Takes
right
a shot.
In, rebound.
Save. Rebound.
Shaw right there for the rebound. Couldn't get it in.
Onto the far side. And now Indy will clear the zone. Pachal in the corner here on the near side. And now it's fed up along the wall. Indy gets it. Here's a shot. Villalta to the save. They got a man right on the doorstep. It's Elamir. Goes along the far side. Komets tap it, and it's going to be Komets puck. Trying to go to St-Amant up along the near side was Mason Bergh. Elamir got in his way, and it goes all the way back into the Komet zone. Komets with it. 8:22 to go in the third. Into the Indy zone it goes. Williams gives it a jab with the blocker, and it goes along the far side. McCardle will clear it out. Back goes the Komets. It's Phillips angling off to his left. Ahead he comes to the center line, and the Komets get around him. They come across the line. Here's Bowdens.
Man in front.
Got a man right in front. Sadlowski tapped at, and
Kicked
Williams
at
for
it.
the save.
No goal.
And the puck is going to get out. Komets back with it off the glass. Sadlowski in after it. Sadlowski in the corner. Blows up McCardle in the corner. And now it's pushed up along the wall. Graham Knott will get it out. Bouncing puck into the Komet zone. Going back for it is Gottlieb. Gottlieb gets tangled up with Matt Thompson looking for some help. Phillips was there. Phillips will get it to the blue line, but not out. Knott is there for Indy. Now he drops it back up top to the point, and McCardle took it
out of the zone.
And it goes off of his stick. Indy going back on their own end. Here is McCardle. On to the left side. Here's a shot that goes well wide. And on to the far side for Matt Thompson. Thompson in the corner. Dances around. And he goes up top to the blue line. He gets forced out.
Zone.
Thompson still with possession of it as he skips it over Jermaine Loewen's stick. And now Shoop with it for Indy. He'll come across. One arms it into the Comet zone. And it's brought down by the Comets. Here is Phillips. Phillips lead pass.
Clear in the zone. Get it out.
Get
it over.
Loewen gets it across the line. Bowden's looking for some help. Or check that. That's Łyszczarczyk. Going to come into the corner.
Loudon in to help.
Stephen Bayless in the corner. Checked off the puck by Crucial Niski. And the puck along the far side, rolling around. Bryson Martin is there. Gives it a jab, and he gets it to Loewen. Loewen goes below the goal line.
Corner, trying to duck it.
Wrap it around, and it's taken away by the defenseman, and out it goes. Comets are offside. They are going to get a change.
Good forechecking line right there. Line change quickly.
Shoop has got it. Going to come down to the Comet zone all the way down off the end boards, and here's Jason Binkley. Binkley wraps it off the wall. Brooks will catch up to it. They got a man right out in front. Villalta holds his ground. Back on the far side it goes to the blue line again. Here is a shot that is blocked. Coming to the blue line. The Comets are able to get it out. And here's St-Amant. St-Amant will come across the line with one man to beat. And a good job.
Bouncing puck. Couldn't control it.
Right side. Here's Shaw with a drive. That's going to go wide. And back on the far side is Mason Bergh. Bergh gets hauled down on the play, but it goes along the far side. No call. And McCardle will pick up the puck.
Picking the pace up right now.
Down to Villalta it goes. He'll keep the clock moving. He'll flip it over to Pachal. Long stretch pass over to Bergh. Bergh comes across the line.
And in deep. Keep it deep.
Goes into the Indy zone up along the near side. And now it's going to be Graham Knott to McCardle on the left side, or McIntyre. He comes across the line, but the Comets are there to defend it. And Gottlieb controls the puck back behind Villalta. On the far side, Comets up 4-2 here in the third period. And the puck comes along the near side. Sent all the way around. Rimming it around, and it's Sean Sadlowski to the point. Gottlieb sends it into Jenks. Jenks up along the near side, puts it out in front, and we got Bowden's. Bowden's stick handling below the goal line. He'll wheel it up top of the blue line.
5 minutes.
Here's the shot, just whistles wide. Back on the near side, it belongs to Indy. Comets got it. Pachal, cross-ring pass, Jenks with
it. In.
He'll feather it in.
Let him chase it.
And the Comets will change it up. Indy with the puck. 4:43 left to go here in the third period. Comets up by a pair. Puck goes along the far side, and that's going to find its way into the Comet bench, and we'll take a break. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
Cheer on your hometown team, the Fort Wayne Komets, throughout the season with your hometown dealer.
Big City Cars on Lima Road.
The only dealer to give you up to $5,555 more than your trade is worth, with payments as low as $79. Plus, we'll even pay off your lease or loan in full, no matter what you owe. It's gonna be a winning season with your Fort Wayne Komets. And
Big City Cars on Lima Road.
Online at BigCityCars.com.
WOWO and WMEE HD2 Fort Wayne. On 1190 AM, 107.5 FM. Depend on it.
Hi, welcome to the Subway ad for 5 6-inch subs starting at $3. How would you like it?
From a train conductor.
Well, then let's roll.
Tickets. The Subway 6-inch Express departs daily, making stops at destinations like the Black Forest Ham Cold Cut Combo or the Spicy Italian. Pick from 5 6-inch subs starting at $3. Sit back and enjoy. Subway, make it what you want. All aboard!
Limited time only at participating restaurants. Prices may vary. Additional charge for extras plus applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
4:36 to go here in the third period. Comets 4, Indy 2.
The draw.
Face off just outside the Comet blue line. Far face off dot.
Come on, linesman.
Jeez. Thompson and Łyszczarczyk to take the face off.
I don't know who can't get it right, the players or the referee, the linesman.
Linesman gets it dropped. Łyszczarczyk wins it. And the Comets have it up along the wall in their own zone, but they turn it over right out in front. They score.
Giveaway. They can't get the puck out of the zone. They throw it up the boards. They mishandle it. The defenseman pinch in, fire it right to the front of the net. They get an open guy there. Villalta had no chance at all.
Now we
get interesting. That came at the 15:33 mark. Indy taking the 4-3.
Komets still with the lead, but now they're hanging on. Watson will get the goal. So the Komets need to regroup.
Yep.
Talked about playing 60 minutes, and right now the Komets have let up here in this third period for sure. Puck is going to come all the way down off the face-off, and Indy with a shot. It's going to go wide of the net, and now below the goal line. Komets sleep at the wheel here. Back behind the nets. Here's Knott. They put it out in front. Bouncing puck. Rolls right out. And Villalta, can he get down? He makes the save. Hanging on to it, and the Komets clear the zone.
Smack it down the ice.
And it
Indy all over them. They smell blood in the water.
Can the Komets hang on for another 4:03?
Yeah. Well, that's not the way they should be. They should be trying to put that offense together. They're getting outshot right now, 30-26. 9-6 in the period. So Indy's got themselves a 2-goal, more important, and they've got the pressure on right now. Komets have to win the draw. Reorganize right now. Timeout wouldn't hurt.
Face off to the left of Villalta. And the Komets cannot win it. Up top of the blue line, McCardle goes down into the corner. Underneath, Indy with the puck. On to the near side. Here's a shot. It's blocked. Komets got to get it together. St-Amant, his clearing pass is stolen. His shot is blocked, and it goes
Indy
down
still
the corner.
with control.
Thompson up along the far side. Brady Shaw reaching for the puck, cannot get it off the stick. And now below the goal line.
Play physical, guys.
Here's
Be
Thompson.
physical, Thompson.
Runs into Bergh. Brady Shaw racing over. Shaw, backhander out of the zone.
Don't ice it. All right, we got a break there. Line change, Komets. Fresh guys.
Krushelnyski on the puck. Into the Komet zone. Bouncing around. Krushelnyski gloves it down, but he lost the possession. Here's Sean Sedlowski.
Clear the zone.
Sedlowski hits the open man on the far side, coming across the line. It's Bowdens. Bowdens goes down in the corner.
Indy King's possession.
Lost an edge, and it goes up along the far side. Matt Thompson on the far board skates through a check from Łyszczarczyk, and he will enter the Komet zone. Thompson along the near side wall, sends it around, and it's going to be dropped down there. Pachal. He battles with Knott, and it comes into the corner, and a penalty is going to be called on Indy.
Yeah, Indy aggressive forechecking, knocked the feet right out from underneath to Pachal. That'll draw a tripling penalty. The Komets will have power play chance.
It's Catalyst Fitness power play. Catalyst Fitness now at 3 Fort Wayne locations.
They'd like to take the 2 minutes right now and be satisfied with it, but let's get the offense going. Face-off goes back into the Indy zone. Power play situation. A goal. We need a goal.
And it's Graham Knott going to the box, and it couldn't come at a better time for the Komets. And now we got a timeout. The Komets are going to take it. All right, 2:52 to go in the third. We will take a break. Timeout on the ice. 4-3 Komets. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Bridgewater Golf Club in Auburn is always open to the public. You're enjoying a hockey game right now, but that doesn't mean you can't dream about golf. Warm days on a beautifully manicured course sounds good, right? Bridgewater Golf Club is an 18-hole par 72 course with tees for every skill level. Also, you can enjoy the Bridgewater full-service restaurant that's open year-round. Visit BridgewaterGC.com to see everything Bridgewater Golf Club in Auburn has to offer. Enjoy the rest of the game. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Komets call their timeout. Want to make sure they got this one right.
Yeah.
Pivotal moment in this game.
Yeah, look awful easy on paper, but let's make it happen on the ice, guys. Draw is important.
2:52 to go in the third. Komets led this game 4-1.
Yep,
here in the third
will
period.
take the draw to get it back.
Now the game is 4-3. Komets still with the lead, and they've got a power play. Komets win it. To the blue line they come. Now they return it to the point. Here's St-Amant, top of the sock. Circle!
Come on!
Sean St-Amant!
Yeah,
top
from the
right
point,
circle.
power play.
And he blasts
Heck of
it
a
past
shot.
Williams.
17-15 that came.
Well, it's just how they drew it up.
Yeah, they got it back. The linesman almost got in the way of it and broke it up, but they got the puck over to Lamont. He stepped in, one good wrist shot, boom, right under the crossbar. Goaltender partially screened. There it is right there. 2 Comet players in front, and the defenseman. Goaltender never saw it.
St-Amant with a goal and an assist here tonight.
Well, I would think Lassard would get an assist on Lassard.
And we come out
and then far point man.
Come out to center ice for the drop. The Komets push the lead back up to 2. And down it goes to Villalta. Villalta will stop it. And it goes along the far side to Jermaine Loewen. Loewen gets it to the blue line. Indy keeps it in. Matt Thompson is there. Now it's poked aside. Now they try to get it in on Villalta. Now they put it off the side of the net.
Here
now
comes
Williams.
The goaltender out of the net.
Will Dart.
Extra attacker.
Williams on to the bench. Empty net. Here's Bergh along the far side. Komets can't reach it. Here's a shot that's blocked, and it goes into the corner for Krushelnyski. Here's a shot. Villalta will make the save. And the Komets get it to the blue line.
Out.
And
they get it out.
Don't get it very far as Thompson is able to track after it. 2 minutes to go in the third. Puck goes down. Villalta can't stop it. Goes into the corner. And now up along the near side. Here's
Brady
Stephen
Shaw
Bayless
trying to get it out.
Now Shaw tries to get it to blue line, but it's gloved out of the air by Knott. Knott comes in the corner. He centers it. Bouncing puck. Villalta reaching for it. It's loose, and it comes to the near wall.
It is a bouncing puck all over the place.
Onto the near side. Komets backhand
out of
the
the zone.
line.
They get it out.
1:38 to go here in the third. Puck comes out. Komets with a swipe all the way down. Oh, just blocked wide.
No icing.
And it's going to go wide left. 1:29 to go. Now we get a whistle.
High stick they're going to call.
Face-off will be in the Indy zone. That means Williams is going to have to come back in. So Williams will return to the crease. 1:29 to go here in the third. Komets lead at 5-3. Puck is dropped, tied up to the blue line, and Pachal is there. Gets it into the Indy zone, so Williams cannot get off. And now it gets into the Komet zone. Williams comes out to the hash mark, still not left the ice. Goes on the left side. They got a man in front. They try and one-time it. Now Williams comes out.
Extra attacker.
And it goes to Jenks. Jenks banks it off the wall. Goes along the far side. Komets with it. Trying to go back to Jenks. Can't control it. Here's Knott up along the wall.
Last minute of the period.
Up top, here's a blast
shot on the net.
Save made. Rebound goes up along the near side, and it comes to the blue line. Not with it. Being chased by St-Amant. It goes along the far side.
Spread out, guys. Spread out. 3 of you's in there.
Gallipo into the corner. Gallipo gives it up. Elamir with a shot. That is blocked. Puts it right back in. And Villalta
goaltender getting pushed over. They get the whistle.
And the net comes dislodged with 36.3 seconds to go here in the third.
Yeah, we'll see if the faceoff will go outside. The Indy player backed into the goaltender, knocked him over the net. So if that created it, we might get a break and get it outside the zone.
Looks like the face-off is going to stay in the Komet zone. Komets being outshot 32-27 here tonight. Williams is out, and now Indy will take a timeout. So we will step aside. 36 seconds to go in the third. Komets lead it by 2. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Oscar C. Mitson Insurance Agency, the insurance provider of the Komets for 30 years. If you buy your auto and homeowners insurance from a website or 800 number, here's a better idea. Call Oscar C. Mitson Insurance. They are an independent agency with access to many companies. They'll find the fit for you at a price that fits you. Talk to an agent who lives here in Fort Wayne, an agent who is your neighbor. Call Oscar C. Mitson Insurance at 749-0100 or at OscarMitsonInsurance.com. This is Komet Hockey.
Coming out of Indy's timeout, Komets lead at 5-3. And we got a face-off to the left of Matthew Villalta. Empty net for Indy.
Jinx will take the draw for the Komets. Shaw's on the ice. And we'll see who the extra forward is. Oh, it's St-Amant.
Jenks digs in, gets the drop.
In the corner.
It'll be Martin up along the near side. Komets try to get it loose. They can't. Here's a shot save made by Villalta. Now Almir goes along the far side. Up top of the blue line. And it's not. Give and go.
Point shot.
Top,
looking
back
for a
over
point
to
shot.
On the dot, taking a shot. Doesn't get through. Komets send it down.
They get it out.
And it will not have a chance of the open net. As Youds gets it for Indy with 10 seconds to play. Youds goes off the wall. Here's Bryson Martin. Indy will get it across. Now it's going to be tapped at. Komets will have a chance here at an empty netter. St-Amant shoots. Oh, stopped by the defenseman, but the game comes to a close. And now Youds and St-Amant, they trade cross checks, but the game is over. Komets win it 5-3.
Tough third period. They get outshot 15-6, outscored 2-1, and they lit Indy back in the game by Indy just pecking away and getting a lot of shots on goal. The two goals that were scored in the second period, one a power play goal at the 10:48, and then one at 15:33. The Komets come back with the power play goal at the 17:15 mark, and that iced it right there. But not a good third period for them. They played two strong periods, number 1 and 2. Let up a little bit in the second, or Indy a little more aggressive going after them. But a good win. We'll take it. 2 in a row. They go into Toledo tomorrow for a big game.
And the Komets make it 2 in a row. Big win here in front of almost 8,000 at the Coliseum. We will take a break and we'll come back and we will finish this one up. You're listening to Komet Hockey on Whoa.
Aaron's has some really great news. Aaron's is offering 120 days same as cash. That's right, and here's how it works. Sign a new lease agreement and you have a full 4 months, 120 days to pay Aaron's everyday low price. They even offer a 20% instant rebate if you purchase outright. 120 days same as cash. Not bad, huh? Just stop by or call to learn more. And remember, you don't need credit. All you need is Aaron's. And nobody beats Aaron's. Nobody.